back. Oh, dang it.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to Skyllian Rogues Campaign 2, Arcana 12. We are back, we are down 1, and I did not prepare the view. 1 second. Now it looks much better, yes. And we're back. We're lacking 1%, but no matter, the story must continue. So, without further ado, let us start with...
We're not changing? There we
Hello
go.
everyone, welcome to David Task. We're talking about the party S and on my.
I'm
Why don't everybody
sorry.
go ahead and roll me a D100 and we shall see who goes first. I will do the thing. Gear D100, go.
Oh, I don't see the thing. Oh, that's weird.
Oh no, your internet is bad.
My internet is your internet.
My internet's better.
Why is my
I'm literally on LAN and you're on
does not
fiber.
Your internet is badder.
Better.
the prompt for the D100 rule is not
Blank.
prompting
Yeah,
properly.
Oh, the internet
we go.
problems usually.
No. I mean I don't see the prompt. I just see. So let me just keep trying.
Alright, so I rolled a 1, so lower will go first, which means it's Artyom J5.
Oh, J5 has a roll
And
of
then
71.
Ignis. Yeah, J5 rolled.
Ignis!
Ignis.
No, like in the Baldur's
And
Gate. Ignis!
Oh goodness.
Ignis. Anyways, focus now. Let me just change the music a little bit and let us resume. So, first up is Artyom. How are you doing, Artyom? Welcome back to a civilization, I guess.
I am doing well enough. Thank you for asking.
Good. All right. So the question is supposed to be for last week. It's more suitable for last week, but why not? What is?
And ask 2 questions today. It's only
This
3
one's good.
people.
We'll go with this. So the question is, what is your favorite element? Fire, water, earth, or wind? Ignis is kind of
I
obvious, so
would-
it's good that she goes last.
Wow.
Well,
The best
I would have
class.
to steal her answer. Actually, I am quite fond of fire as well.
Oh, okay. Why? Why not the sturdiness of earth? Kind of suitable for your crafting needs. Why fire?
You would think, but it is the heat of the fire that creates steel and various other alloys that I use in my production.
Ah, that's true. Because I guess kind of unlike other energy, fire itself is kind of like energy, basically. And
Correct. It shapes a lot of things. It can destroy, but it can create, as cliche as that notion is.
that is true. That is true. And kind of goes hand in hand with what do you call it? Invention in general. It can create, can destroy, but it's just a tool. All right. Thank you very much, Artyom. Next in order is J5. What about you, J5? What is your favorite element? Fire, earth, water, or air?
Mr. Disembodied Voice, being a member of AS, this unit thinks the only obvious answer is fire.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
It has been our go-to damage type since the very beginning, and if you look at this unit's sleeve, forearm,
Uh-huh.
there's a
Oh right, I almost forgot about that. You tatted your body with what do you call racing flames.
yeah, that is true. And also for all of the reasons that friend Artyom just mentioned before, fire is used to shit steel, and this unit used to be a blacksmith.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I honestly expected a more varied answer from the group, but yeah, I guess these answers do make sense. Thank you very much, J5.
We should have waited for Kane.
Kate might pick water though. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he's a beach boy.
Exactly. And finally, of course, do we even need to ask Ignis what is your
Yeah.
favorite element?
Obviously, it's fire.
Oh my
I
god.
mean,
And why is that, Ignis? Why
I
fire?
am fire incarnate. I
And,
think,
and
yeah.
I mean, aren't you starting to lean more onto lightning now?
You just said it's wind, water, fire, earth. Dude, lightning's not there.
Oh,
I
so
would have chosen lightning too if given an
Yeah, see?
option.
okay, all right,
I
fair.
know, I still like fire. I just didn't want to like mess with Ash's vibe at the
Hey,
time.
Ash not there anymore. You're not stealing his
Uh,
vibe.
well, I mean, I was into lightning, but then RTO stole the vibe, so I feel like people have been stealing all the elements from me. Maybe I should just go with like earth or something, or
Why
I
don't you
don't know.
go water? Nobody casts water spells in the party.
No, 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 no. That
No, no,
was
no.
Cain and Lamb.
I
So,
see. Gotcha.
so
Sticking with
I
your
was,
own field here, fire, yeah?
yeah.
Alright. Alright, and that is everyone in the party. Do you guys want to bring in an NPC and ask them the same question?
We shouldn't bring Ash, right?
You can't bring it.
I mean, he's still alive, technically.
I wonder what he would say.
So, who do you want to bring in instead? Since Ash is not an option.
Mm,
Are we
If-
playing favorites too hard by always summoning the same three people?
what's the same three people?
It's
Usually
Haley,
Rex, Kane,
Rex.
Rex Haley, sorry.
You have
Somehow I am
favorites.
blanking on the third. I think we may have two favorites.
I do want to know Rex. Yeah, I don't have a reason. I don't. What if he says water? Then it's just like, is there even
Favorite
a
element
future?
is undead.
That's not an element.
You want to bring in Rex?
Yeah.
Alright, let me go give him a call. Let me pull him in. 1 second. Portrait? Littoralis? Yeah. And Rex appears at the center of the room. Poof. I feel like, actually, no, I don't think you've called him in a while. Because I only have him in black hair form. As Rex appears at the center of the room. Hey guys.
Whoa. Your hair's still
Huh?
yeah. Your hair's still black. What the
Oh, it's
What's
like
going on?
I dyed my hair a little bit. What do you think? No? No, nothing? Okay, I'll change it back to
I-
white.
Well, it's not changing now.
Well. So, you got a question for me?
Yeah. What's your favorite element out of
Favorite
the original four?
element? Like fire, water, earth, and wind?
Yeah. There is a right answer.
That's a bit hard. While I could say fire, like this, I don't think that quite suits me. I think I'd rather go with water, if I'm being honest.
What? What?
It's flexible. To be water is to change and adapt. I mean, that's all me. And and being water, you could be flexible or you could be sturdy, as ice. And that sounds like me. Like there are some times where you need to stand your ground, and other times you need to be flexible. In general, I just like the flexibility of water, I guess. So yeah, as much as I know you hate it, but they say opposites attract, right, Ignis?
I guess. No, it's fair. Maybe my type is water before you is another water boy. Okay. Okay.
Well, there you go. I guess you're just fated to date water.
Oh my god, is Rex secretly due?
Do you want to get a beach house, Ignis?
No! Why are you doing
let's
this?
get a beach house. That
Go
sounds like a
away!
good idea. And
Stop this.
he poof disappears from the room. Oh, that was a quick answer. Deal with, well, whatever the party
Alright, then,
plans to do.
baby.
Yeah, let's go back. Alright, we're back in the forest. And let me just lower the volume.
You're in the forest? I think we're in the middle of a city.
No, we're in the city.
No, the UI thingy, UI thingy. Alright, let me just you're in the middle of the city. And as usual, I'm going to start with last session. Last session, you guys returned to Littoralis victorious. However, it doesn't feel like it, as each member kind of went off on your own, dealing with grief in your own way. It was not long before Heelblade, Lord Heelblade, appears in the estate and begins making his way to be debriefed. In the meeting, Ignis tried to bargain for more information and security of Asher's soul, but unlike Lyrical, Lord Heelblade was having none of it. In the end, with some encouragement from Budo and some good arguments, Lord Heelblade guarantees the safety of Asher's soul during their research. At least that. The days after goes by quickly. J5 sent your research. You sent your research team over to Dagatiko to understand the Contra pillar that appeared during what was his name? Moneda's attack. Ignis, you were able to resurrect Darren and Victoria, and then reconciled with Rex, coming to an understanding, somewhat. Next, you guys prepare for the meeting with the Emperor, and as you guys teleport to Intorum once more. So, right now, you are on a ship headed towards the city of Merodrat. Actually, now that you're on a ship, I think this is the wrong audio for it. Let me put this in.
A lot of people could be going on the ship.
That's true. That's true. I feel like a lot less people, but yeah. So, right now you're on a ship headed towards the city of Merodrath. It seems like the city is farther away than you last remembered, because by the time you see the city, the sky had already darkened. So at this point it'll be around 6-7 p.m. You prepare for the lurch as the ship slowly gets lifted out of the water and slowly gets pulled and docks into the many ports in the city. On the docks, you see an elven woman wearing a pillbox hat with a golden feather tucked to the side, blue vest, thigh-high skirt, very prim and proper, and she holds a sign writing in common that says Amazing Spicy 7.
Oh. That's
With
us.
my head towards her.
Wave.
The woman kind of waves at you for a bit and kind of walks over to the gangplank as you guys disembark from the ship. You see the woman kind of walks up to you cheerfully. Hey guys, my name is Sarah, and I will kind of bring you over around town. You're here to meet the Emperor, correct?
Yeah.
Was our last what do you call that? Handler named Sarah as well? No, right?
I think it was Sierra. I don't remember, to be honest, but
It was,
it was an S as well.
close to Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it Sarah though? I don't remember.
Can't remember.
In any case, this one is a different person. Maybe with the same
Okay.
name, but this is a different person. Alright, so your meeting is scheduled with the Emperor at around 8, so you have a couple of hours if you want to walk around town and do what you want to do. So,
Wait, now is what time? 6 a.m.
6 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m. Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Because you left town around 8 a.m. The ship is much slower. Last time it took 8 hours. This time about 10 hours before you finally arrive in in the city. But yeah, So, you guys want to go anywhere? Let me know. I can guide you. But by 9:30, we gotta head over towards the castle. Yeah.
Wait, I thought the time is 8 p.m.
Sorry, 7:30. Okay, 7:30.
Okay. Uh, okay. What good is there to see? I forgot. It's been a while since we came here.
Well, let me pull up the map for you. It's gonna cast minor illusion so that you guys can see. I think you've seen this before, but
We
let's pull
have.
you in nonetheless. Wait, where is it? Where is it? I had it. Where is it? Oh wait, I don't have it here?
Oh no, where is it?
Oh yeah, I don't have it here. That's weird. I could
How
have.
embarrassing.
Yeah, I could have sworn I had it. What is this?
Plot hook.
Oh, maybe it's just for my reference. You guys don't have it, maybe.
The city is
No, we
gone.
had it.
You
I,
had
I
it?
remember you showed the map. Like there
Maybe.
was it was like this. Look, hold on. It was like what the wait no. The port oh no.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't have it. It only has the mainland and also the archipelago, so that's weird. Let me just very quickly create. But you don't need a map. But essentially, she tells you
See, it was
about.
like this, and then there was also this, and
Yes.
then this is the capital, and this is another district, and here's another district.
Thank you for the drawing, Ida.
I tried.
You did a good job. I think I have it here. Nope. This is. Oh yeah, there you go. I have it here. Let me see if I can.
Let's see how accurate I am.
Let's see how accurate you are. Yeah. Let me just import a tile. Here, images, map, Arcada 12. Can I search Mero? There you go. And drag. 1 second. Image too big. I can get it. I can get it. There you go. Alright, create tile. There. City of Merigrass. Let me change the scene for the audience as well. So, yeah, you guys. Let me get rid of the drawing very quickly. Thank you for the artwork, Aina. It was very kind of you. Wait, am I disconnected again?
Okay,
Okay, there you go. Everybody's so
You're good, you're
silent.
good. I can hear you very well.
we're
Alright.
waiting for the magic.
Alright, so.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it just loaded on your side.
Oh wow! We
Oh,
just put it there. Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys arrive as usual at the southern port. As you remember, there is kind of like a entertainment district of sorts to the right side of the city, where most of the kind of like museums, most of the dining areas are over there. If you are interested to visit, that would be the place for you to go. Even the Sarah kind of talks to you about, oh, there's this really good crepe place, but it's a cafe as well. If you're interested, she said, "Hey, you might want to go to the food court where you have a bunch of options." She mostly talks about food for the duration of her recommendation. But amongst all of her recommendation, the one that really caught your attention would be you've been to the Museum of the 12, if I recall correctly. Museum of Arcane History. You've been to
yeah.
Museum of Arcane History. There was like the 12th exhibition over there. But there is also right now an exhibition regarding the Empire. Basically, just the history, the formation of the Empire, and so on. That you may be interested in. Other than that,
Oh, okay.
there is a kind of like a permanent carnival area to the north side of the entertainment district where you can go and what do you call enjoy kind of carnival games and all that kind of stuff. Mostly that.
Mm.
So, which one would you be interested in?
Museum.
You
Wait, no, not museum. The exhibition.
You wanna
Fire
head
sale.
to the exhibition, the Empire exhibition?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So Sarah brings you over towards the exhibition area. This is it took control of one of the multi-purpose hall that is in that district. They repurposed it to be like a convention where there is a surprising number of kind of like kids and teenagers attending the location, but they're all in uniforms usually, which kind of tells you that maybe they're here because like the school obligates them to or something like that, because a lot of them are like crowding the area, looking at the things, enjoying the exhibitions, which largely talks about how the empire was formed. Basically, it talks about how the emperor essentially used to be a gladiator.
What?
Yeah, he used to be a gladiator. He woke up in the middle of the desert, not knowing where. With what's the word? Not insomnia. When amnesia?
Amnesia?
Yeah, with amnesia, not knowing where his origin, where he came from, but he was immediately taken into slavery by the people who used to, control the empire areas. He fought from the gladiator pit all the way up to like becoming a proper arena gladiator, all the way up to attaining a noble position, and then finally decided to overthrow the previously existing empire, taking it as their own. And once they're there, he at first is content with what we have, but then the story talks about how he observed the the evilness of mankind, of how like people are just causing undue pain to each other, and he decided to take it upon himself to slowly change the world. There are a couple of times in history where he got overzealous and everything, but over the years, two things he noticed: slow and steady wins the race, and he is immortal. He seems to be he's not dying out like his first wife, and
He had a wife.
he had a wife, and
What
like
was about his wife?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, go on.
But yeah, you cut me off. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, he was immortal and like his first wife.
Yeah, like unlike his first wife, who died actually quite young to a disease, which kind of spurs him even more to focus on changing the world, so to speak. That's when he found exceptional individuals to become the children of the 12, starting with Lord Willbreaker, like the first four: Lord Willbreaker, Lady Requel, Lord Suchi, and Lord Heelblade has been by his side since then, but the other 8 members have changed over time.
The
Um,
other 8 men.
yeah, but yeah,
Hmm.
that
How
is
long
essentially
was
it.
the then?
I'm sorry.
Like how long ago? How long ago was the then when they joined?
Let me, I let me see if I have it written down. Children, nope, not Children of the Sun. Baldur, history?
A
Well,
rough guesstimate is fine.
Yeah, I want to get the numbers right. But the empire was built about 1,000 years ago. His wife died about 100 years later, and later on, about 700 years ago, that's when Lord Willbreaker was brought into the fold, becoming the
So
first
it
children.
wasn't that long ago. It was like
for
300 years ago.
700 years
Seven
wasn't
hundred
that
years
long.
ago.
So after 700 years of him being alone, then he got World Breaker, the first one.
300 years of being alone. He built the
Okay.
empire. 100 years later, his wife died. 200 years later, he brought in Worldbreaker, and then the 700 years is after that, till
Will
today.
Breaker is a human, right?
Yes, he is human.
Yeah.
And nobody find that weird.
Oh yeah, yeah, like that, like the, what you call it? It is prophesized that not prophesied. It is rumored that people who became the children, it's not randomly picked. It's not like people he favored, but most probably people with certain abilities and powers. Most probably, all the children are immortals like him as well. That's why they became the children. But none of these were ever confirmed. People were definitely in awe and suspicious. Maybe even people were even saying rumors that maybe what do you call Worldbreaker is not even human. Could be maybe like a fiend manipulating the Emperor or something. But that was very quickly quashed down when what do you call he kind of demonstrated that his immunity to all the cleric spells that would hinder fiend and all that. So yeah.
Uh, okay. I want to know if there's more things about his wife. And you say first wife, does that mean there has been many others since?
There has been two other since.
Oh,
But
okay.
at
There's a
this point,
trend.
it has been about 300 years since he married.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, 1000 is when he started. You can look at my timeline here. So 1000 is when it started. At 900 years,
Wife
wife
died.
died. 700 years,
Willbreaker
Worldbreaker joins. So then,
So the second wife would be at the around the same time Willbreaker joined as well. This time it is a human as well that married him. They did not know each other, Willbreaker and the second wife. So because his second wife was a human, it did not last as long as
but then the first wife is a
elf.
Oh,
only 100 years. That's very young
Yeah,
for an elf.
exactly.
kill that, right?
Died because of a disease. Second wife
Oh,
died of old age. Third wife was in the what do you call 700? No, sorry, 600 years
oh,
before.
that he didn't wait so long this time.
Yeah.
Only 100 years.
That one
Put in this way.
she met a one second. This one. Yeah, this one is another elf as well. He got married too.
He's an elf, right?
Yes, he is an elf.
Um,
Yeah. And
no kids.
no kids. During the whole time, no actual kids. There's the children, but they're not his biological children.
Wait, when you said he is an elf, you mean the emperor,
The
or?
emperor is an elf, yes.
Oh, I've seen him as a human this whole time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Oh, there you go.
No rumor of impotency.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, given that he is immortal, people don't really care about that. Because usually people have this rumor because like people are worried who's gonna be the next king, next king, next king. But since he's gonna be there the whole time, people don't really care about it. That's the one of the main tactics that people try to destroy the credibility of the emperor. But like, yeah,
But he had wives though.
wives. That's correct.
It's called a cover-up. It's very common.
There must be some rumors about this one. If he is into men, then Cain has a big chance here.
So yeah, it's
Anyway,
mostly
his
that.
sexuality aside.
Yes. Anything else you want to know?
Is he currently married? I didn't catch that part.
Currently, no.
I don't-
Currently, he is not married.
His last wife was 600 years ago.
That is correct.
What happened to his
And
third
she
wife?
died. Yeah.
She died 300 years ago.
Oh.
Oh,
What did she die from?
This one is died from old age as well.
Wait, what, elf, right?
Yeah, elf can die of old age, right? Or am I
Yeah.
Yeah,
mistaken in
but
that? Yeah.
only centuries long?
No, no, no. They're like 700, if I recall correctly. They are oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
750, yeah.
Yeah.
So she was pretty old then. She was middle age when they got married. So he has a diverse range of
Diverse range of.
what do you call that preference?
Well, it was elf, human, elf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, not
age
human elf.
wise, he doesn't really care. Like he stayed together until they died and he stayed young. Ooh, that must be hard for the wives. Oof.
Question is, why did he marry?
I mean, some people
Well,
would,
anyone may get married.
why wouldn't he get married? Maybe he
Knowing
found
that your partner will die when you're still
well
staying
some
young.
some people might think, it's worth the pain. I mean, I could live for
Fair
a
enough.
thousand years and Rex would probably die. I could live as long as the Emperor and have three husbands. Oh gosh.
Yes, you can.
Do it!
Stop.
The Empress.
The
Wow.
Empress. Empress of
Hey,
Ass. That's the name of the
hey.
country.
If I
Ass.
get married to the Emperor, I'll probably live longer than all of them.
In before the Emperor starts to court Ignis next.
I'll say, can you wait until Rex dies? You'll be in line.
Wow! Wow, Ignis, wow!
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna
I mean,
tell
Rex is
Rex.
a human,
Stop.
but Rex is a lich, though.
In training, some people die before they finish their training.
Wow. Here, next month's headline: Rex dies for an mysterious fire-related accident. So, you spend some time over here getting to know about the city and the emperor a little bit, but most of the information is kind of like very surface level. It doesn't really talk about like what other than the whole making the world better. He seems to be a very one-dimensional character. Like he just wants to make the world better and everything. Okay, anything
Yeah,
else? That's all
yeah,
that you can get from reading this the exhibition that they have, which is strange. Though they have better story writers and shit. But yeah, that's what they have so far.
every time we're about to see this emperors, we're always trying to find there must be something else to him, but we just don't see it.
What is wrong with this man? He's too good.
He is.
So, is there anything else you want to do over here, or shall we fast forward time to the actual meeting with the emperor?
There were the 12% sales going on, right? Around the city?
No,
Around in Torum.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
that was the one village ago.
Yeah.
Right. Gotcha. That's all for me then.
All right. I mean, if you want to walk around town, I'm sure if you flash like your badge thing, people will give you discounts.
Is there anything here worth buying, do you think?
I mean, this is the city of Merodroth, Doctor. Of course there is. We have a couple of magic shops here. We got what do you call that? We got a couple of crafters here that you might be interested in. There's been this new Pheramite rage thing. I'm not rich enough, but maybe you are.
Paramite? What's that?
Yeah. It's this new thing. It's basically like you, Mr. J5, like a Warforge, but minus the ability to think stuff. So it's still kind of golemy, but with better what do you call? agility and stuff, you know? Very
Oh,
Will
expensive
tell
though.
us more about it as we walk there. Let's
can
go.
I take a look at that?
Alright. So, this kind of thing is made by Dr. Thaddeus Atkins. He is so smart.
Oh,
Um,
Yeah,
we've met him, right?
yeah.
you have? Oh, then
Head off.
you know should know about him a little bit. He's like super smart, very like he came from like a long arduous journey to bring the information about the Ferromite to the world, kind of thing. So at first the object is only available to like the highest princeps of each solus, but now he decided to kind of like commercialize it a little bit. The orders are very long. The what you call the waiting time is very long, but you guys are like famous. I'm sure you can cut the line.
Most probably. Excuse us for a moment. He's gonna take the party and kind of move them away from Sarah.
Okay.
Save distance for a huddle. And
Ignis, you would notice yes, you are moving away, but beyond a certain point, she is starting to like chase after you a little bit, try to get within a certain range of you guys.
Uh, it must be some sort of like locator spell or whatnot.
or listening in.
You can roll insight, see if she's trying to do that.
I'll roll insight.
Go ahead.
Insight. Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
There you go.
definitely. Like she, at first she's making it like inconspicuous, but like when you are getting too fast, the rest don't notice this, but you notice that she kind of like drops the whole bubbly act and start to act more like Kane of sorts, you know, like actually like
God.
getting up to roofs, making sure like she's within a certain distance from you guys, keeping stealth, but you're able to see it. You're able to notice this
Kane,
still.
you wanna
Outkin her.
I mean,
yeah.
if I go, she's just gonna follow the rest of you. You got any other plans? You want me to seduce her or something? Kill her?
Yeah, duh.
Oh.
You said the first one.
Alright, okay. Okay, you guys turn that corner, I'll go to the left, okay?
Alright.
Okay.
So you do as Cade suggests. Cade turns to the left in the next corner, you turn to the right. You see, Ignis, you see the girl ignoring Kane, following you guys a little bit, before suddenly she stumbles, and like Kane's already right next to her, and they all both gonna chat a little bit, and she kind of like covers her face, and Kane kind of like puts her hand on her shoulder, and kind of like slings around, arm around, and begins walking away for a bit and chatting for a while.
So smooth.
Believe
Say
me.
what you will, he is efficient.
But yeah, you travel a little bit before you are able to find a secluded spot for you guys to chat away from prying eyes at the moment.
Okay.
Tim is gonna put on his serious face, take the cigarette out of his mouth, let the smile drop, and say, I have a very vested interest in meeting this man. Alone.
Dr. Thaddeus Atkins?
The very same.
I thought we met her. You
have
did
not.
your whole. We have not, isn't it? Who did we meet at the ball?
Teddy Satkin. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't he the head of what?
Because we were trying to get that thing we needed for the cure.
Yeah.
We talked to him.
No, it was something scythe. Elise, that's it.
Oh,
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Teddy Satkins again.
Okay.
We've heard the name, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have.
For sure.
He was one of the emperors.
Well, understandable. Friend, what do you call that? Friend Artio. Seems like he completed our friend's research on creating lifelike inanimate creatures.
To say he completed it would be disingenuous at best, and an outright falsification at worst. What he did was steal and I think you, J5, you have a much more of an interest in capturing this man.
Perhaps we should hear him out first. Maybe he just stumbled across the research papers and not steal them. But this unit
I
told
can
me that
assure
we
you,
should have a chat with them.
I can assure you that I know him firsthand, and I can also assure that he had a hand in the explosion that destroyed the city.
Oh,
We have already taken out his conspirator out of the picture. Now it's time to take him out, one way or another.
well, friend Artyom, we are in a secure city. We have to be subtle about this. Let's not
Absolutely.
find it until at least we are completely sure that it is 100% required.
I would have to don a disguise once again in that case. Unfortunately, he knows me. He knows my face. He knows Besmerny's outer chassis. Well, for the most part, without some upgrades, but still. He knows what we look like. If he sees us, he will attack or flee. Regardless, this is not a good idea to approach him directly. I don't care for him, for his actions. I would be more than glad to watch Besmerny rip his spine out, but the idea of you redeeming yourself is, well, a more tangible goal for both of us. I just wish to see the blueprints returned to their rightful owners.
Well, that is true, and maybe perhaps we should approach him while you, friend Artyom, sneak around, try and hide, or in your disguise. Because even if this unit tries to hide, it wouldn't matter because he already know who this unit is, and if he truly has a hand in that disaster, perhaps we can try to guilt him out of telling us the truth.
So did you say guilt him?
Yes, because right now, when he did, if he did what he did back then, we were just nobodies, right? Right now, we are influential people. We can use our influence to get.
Then I hope you're using the term guilt as a means to say threaten, because guilt will not come easy for a man who was willing to blow up an entire city block just for some research. The blueprints he stole were probably used as a bargaining chip with the Empire to get in their good graces. I hate to see my own research reduced to a bargaining chip when I know I could do so much more with it.
Well, let's go find this man then. This Mr. Thaddeus, was it?
Thaddeus Atkins, yes. Right, well, you have your chest with you, do you not?
Yes.
Could you do me a favor and place Besmerny inside of it?
Unfortunately, friend. Wait,
Oh.
wait. We dropped off Ash's body, right?
Yes, yes. Gilvana's
Yeah.
Okay.
gentle reposing him.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, sure.
I'm paying her like 60 gold a
problem.
month.
No problem, friend Artyom. It will be just like last time. I'm gonna pull out the drawer out of thin air.
Uh-huh.
Whoop.
Besmerny climbs
There you
into
go,
it.
friend, Besmerny.
Perfect, that's soon.
Push it back into the air.
Alright. The drawer closes and Besmerny is secured.
Would Artyom have anything resembling a mask
You
in
have
his
the,
inventory?
the disguise thing, eh? The disguise cigarettes.
It's an attunement slot that I'm currently using for something else.
Ah.
So I don't.
Did Artyom quit smoking? Oh my god.
No, he still smokes. He just doesn't smoke magical cigarettes right now.
Smokes normal weed, not magical weed.
Perhaps one of you has a mask. Or perhaps we can just buy one
Buy
locally.
one on the local, yeah. That's possible.
Support the economy.
If no one has it, you can just buy it for 5 copper as you walked around. You can buy a fancy one for 1 gold.
Perfect.
But yeah.
That is. How fancy are the fancy ones?
It's less of the design. The design's kind of similar with the cheap one. It's just like the quality of the build and the material and the durability is much better compared to the cheap ones that you find at the side of the street.
Okay, right. And then he'll buy a fancy one.
All right.
And
How
by
does
that
it
I
look
mean
like?
well-crafted one. I was about to say, he will specifically go for the plainest, most Doctor Doom looking mask he can find.
Gotcha.
And as he dons it, his voice muffled by the mask, he pulls up his scarf to obscure his face and
Is it a
hood
grave
that he
scarf?
totally had. It would have to be. With his voice muffled, he says, "If anybody asks, my face was severely disfigured by whatever creature. And should probably assume a fake identity as well. I will ponder on this for a moment while we walk."
Okay.
You continue walking towards the shop that Sarah described?
Mhm.
You continue making your way. After a while, Kane would join you guys from a random alleyway with Sarah still looking embarrassed, and Kane still has his arm around her. Now, whenever you try that again, just make sure you don't step into a bucket, alright? It's a common rookie mistake. Okay, just come on! And she just walks away, bringing you over to the location. The location itself is called the Atkins Menagerie, where there is it sells a bunch of mechanical stuff. Kind of like, a slingshot that's attached to your gauntlet, or maybe some kind of variations of the armas that you would find in Artillery. And then there are a part of the shop that is mostly for exhibition, where he kind of puts up various in progress or failed designs that he had in mind. You can see there is a suggestion of instead of using singular bullets, it's just to use like one large cartridge to use with an armor. That one's a failed project because he's unable to properly channel the dust without it, triggering. There is a couple of more research where people are looking into where he's trying to look into what do you call replacing missing limbs. That one on display is a prototype which he was able to finally make into a proper item, and using that foundation he is able to make the pheromites. And finally, at the very far end of the shop, you would see crowded of people kind of like surround this area, trying to view what's going on the other side. You guys push through the crowd to see it is a stage of sorts, basically, where there is a pair of warforges, like basically, but they have a slight jitter to the movement, but otherwise it's very, very accurate to how a warforge would properly move. But every single time they move, there is a guy at the corner of the room giving instructions as they kind of like doing essentially a circus show, balancing a bunch of stuff together, juggling a set of swords, essentially showing off these machines, basically. You can see that these items are priced at 50,000 gold. And there is currently a 2-year wait list before you're able to get a new one. So yeah, this is the place. You guys are planning to buy one of these? I really want to see how it works.
I'm not quite sure it's in our budget or in the waiting time
I
for
mean,
us anyway.
who can even afford this, actually?
Well,
Unless people around here are just that rich, I
no,
guess.
no, no. Most common people won't be able to. It's, for show, for sure. But like the people who usually buy these are like merchants nowadays. Usually they are either gifted by Dr. Atkins himself to, for people to, what do you call, gifts to princeps and nobles to ingratiate himself. And then he would also like sell them to merchants or like, rich people who uses this to make more money, labor kind of stuff. Golems are
Okay, that
okay, but like golems are usually slow. These guys are much faster and much more agile to do this kind of stuff. So yeah.
damn. Like, is the doctor actually here or what?
Oh, I don't know. Let me just. Sorry. Yeah, hi. So we have Amazing Spicy 7 here. Amazing. Oh my God! And this dwarf looks at you guys, kind of jaw drop, seeing you guys. Oh my God! It is an honor to meet you. My name is Jeremy, and this is I'm the manager for today. How can I help you? So yeah, they're planning to meet Dr. Atkins, and we're wondering if he's available for, a short meeting with them. Oh, Dr. Atkins is not in right now. Actually, he's almost never in. He's usually working in his lab in the castle, so unfortunately, there's not much I can do for you there. Uh, uh, but we can schedule you for a demonstration if you wish. I, Dr. Atkins still won't join, unfortunately, but if there's anything you wish to know, private showing, we can show you all the various tools and magic items that we have. Um, if you, I hope it helps. Yeah.
Well, this unit would like a demonstration of how this benda tu. What's the new thing? Teramites
Ferromite, yeah.
Pheromone.
Ferromite.
Like pheromones.
functions.
Ferromite.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, of course. Right now we are a bit busy. Can you come over tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then we can have a private demonstration for you? Would that be okay?
Well, since if you're going to do the demonstration tomorrow, would it be possible to invite Dr. Atkins to come along?
Oh, no. Usually he does not involve himself in the business side of his research, unfortunately. I can
Right,
try
this
to
will be
send in a letter, but I cannot guarantee that it will even reach him. He's a busy man. He's more of a researcher, if anything.
Uh, Disguise at your will. Step up, nod his head in agreement. Say, it's probably for the best. Hi, I'm Rager, by the way.
Ranger, pleasure to meet you, sir. How may I assist you?
Just kind of looking around, we're curious about how this whole thing works, We've come across some constructs in our time, and I was just hoping to, well, maybe buy a couple.
Well, that is certainly can be arranged. However, we do have a waiting period right now. We do have a lot of people already interested in buying these machines in bulk. So the waiting list will be 2 years. And if you're interested, we could go to the back room and sign an agreement for this. What do you say?
Well, I guess the question is, the waiting period of 2 years, it's gonna kind of lean in for merchants and, those guys, right?
What are you trying to imply? Because I'm not getting it.
Wants to skip the waiting period or
Okay.
shorten it significantly.
Well, you could, of course, kind of looks around for a bit. Well, maybe we can discuss this matter a little bit better in the back room, sir.
Gonna look for the rest of the party.
Oh, maybe have time, I guess.
She can look at her watch. If it's a quick meeting, we can, but we're really rushing on time.
Well then, tomorrow after the demonstration, then would it be better?
I think that would be a better idea. Oh, you are together. Is this a new member? Looking at J5, pointing at Artyom.
He's an intern.
Intern, I see, I see. Well, good luck with your endeavors, good sir. Well, you certainly have
Wait,
a.
hasn't my name reached you yet? I fought with. She's gonna turn towards the rest of the party. We fought against the fire guy. Really? Just an intern?
Yeah, well,
Fire guy. I'm unfortunately, if that was recent, the news have not reached the city yet, unfortunately. But
They will. I promise you.
well, congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Well, let's hope you have a bright future with the Amazing Spicy 7. I can tell you they are an amazing group of people. Well, I will book you in for tomorrow's meeting at 10 a.m. You can just walk in here and one of our staff will lead you to the back room for demonstration and also discussion on the purchase of at least one Fahrenheit. Alright?
Perfect.
Alright.
Thanks.
Very well. If there's anything else, please let me know. I have to get ready for the next demonstration. Thank you. And he goes into the back room with some wizard-looking type and starts discussing with another meeting. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. A bit too high end for me, but yeah, gives you a thumbs up.
As they walk, Katin will tell Sarah in his normal voice, say, I apologize for the misleading identity. Truth of the matter is, as a researcher, it's kind of embarrassing to, well, look at the design of others for inspiration. I'm too embarrassed to show my real face there.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't care why you do it, and your business is your business. You are the Amazing Spicy 7 after all.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Sarah. You're very nice.
Yeah. All right. So, to the castle.
To the castle.
All right. Follow me. And she guides you over across the streets of the industrial district, heading over towards the castle. By this time, when you exit the building, the sun has truly set. The sky is dark blue with a glimmer of stars in the sky. But you don't really see as much stars here compared to when you are traveling at sea or on the road, you know? But you make your way into the castle, guided by Sarah. And upon entering the castle, you are brought over to you're brought over to the second floor area, where you are brought into a small meeting room. Opening it up, you see it is very familiar to your initial meeting with the Emperor. It's not a large room, cozy enough for 8 people to sit on the table. Inside the room, you can see that Lady Requel is already there, kind of brewing some tea by herself, seeing you guys come in. Oh, well, you guys are here early. Come, have a seat, have a seat. You like tea?
Course.
Wonderful.
Also, Sarah's been like, we are on the schedule. We have to be here, so we're here early.
You don't have to rush them, Sarah, right? Yes, Lady Requel, my apologies.
Don't worry. It's fine. We're good.
Understandable, understandable. Very well,
I
Sarah.
was just
You are
teasing
dismissed.
her.
I will let you know if they need escort to go anywhere else, alright? Yes, Lady Requel. She turns around and walks up. Oh, ain't that interesting? Yeah, please. Have a
Is she
seat.
okay? Can I? Is she scared because I said that, or?
Go ahead, inside check.
Inside.
She is fearful, but she's fearful the moment you open the door. The moment you reach the door already, basically. So not sure if she's bad with authority or she has something against Rico, but definitely frightful demeanor is definitely being shown over there.
Yeah.
Sarah walks out of the room, closing the door behind her. Lady Requel pours a tea for you, a cup of tea for you, Ignis, and places it in front of
I take it, give it a swirl and a smell.
you.
What tea is it?
You give it a smell. Nature check for me,
Ooh,
Ooh,
nature.
what's that?
please.
Really?
You try to recall the smell, but it doesn't really quite catch you. It has this what do you call freshness to it, very herby. But it's not like to a point where it's like pungent. Instead, it's kind of like a relaxing kind of smell. Even you don't even need to drink it. The moment you smell it, you feel your shoulders kind of relax a little bit. Your mind sort of open, kind of like all the clutter that's going on in your mind kind of slowly settles down, allowing you to actually hear the goings on in the building. You can hear a little bit some conversation going upstairs in the next rooms and so on. Haven't tried it before.
No.
Something I got from the Fey realms. Apparently, it's really nice.
Ah.
Helps improve
Uh,
alertness and at the same time calms your body a little bit as well.
alert and calm? That's weird.
Yeah,
I'll take a sip.
yeah. You take the sip and you immediately feel substantially more aware about your surrounding, but you realize it's not overwhelming. All this new information coming to you, and you're able to process it well. Almost as if like whatever obstruction that you once had in your brain has been removed, and all these information just comes through you easily and naturally, passing through. You get advantage on your perception checks for the next hour.
Damn! Fey realm, you say?
Indeed, they have the most wonderful leaves over there.
How do you even go there? I mean, I have this fork, and I come up with the tuning fork, and I need to tune it, but I have no idea how to even get there in the first place.
Exactly, you'll have to get there first, tune it over there, and then you can come back whenever you want. It is an arduous effort, but I'm sure with all your troubles, I'm sure you'll be able to accidentally stumble into heaven or something at some point.
I suppose.
And at this point, the door swings open, and you see Woolbreaker, Heelblade, and Suture walks into the room as well. The four of them take their
Heal.
seats. Heelblade kind of takes a seat at the corner of the room. Suture sits in a different corner, kind of like almost always in hibernating mode. You know, he sits down, and immediately he looks like he powers down immediately upon sitting. Heelblade, he kind of stretches out his leg, his hands behind his head, just relaxing, chilling. Woolbreaker sits down on the table, pats Rico on the back a little bit, and walks over to each of you guys. Welcome, welcome! How do you find Mirror Draft today? All good? All fun?
Same as usual, there's always something happening.
Always! Try to make the place a bit more fun, you know?
We went to the museum, to the exhibition, and learned more.
Oh, yes, that one, the Emperor exhibition. Oh, that was
And
something.
getting new information is always exciting for this unit.
That's always fair. That's always fair. Well, if you have any other questions about the Emperor, man, we'll be happy to talk to you about it. But
Well, this press friend Ignis has been, excited about this. Perhaps she's wondering who's going to be the next bride for the Emperor.
It was just some gossip. I'm interested in gossip.
I see. Well, from what I know, the Emperor's not really with anyone at the moment. By the looks of it, at the moment he's a bit busy with his ideas of the imperial expansion right now. Especially at Diffendrag, that one is really taking a lot of on his mind right now.
The red dragon?
Yeah. That's an ancient one, so it is definitely a pain to fight against.
Okay, can I compare the ancient red dragon? Because I have been reading up on dragons since
Uh
I was like young.
huh.
Compare that ancient red dragon with how we fought Ash. How, like, difficulty wise, which one is the more difficult?
Investigation check.
Investigation. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yikes.
Can I? Okay, this is not worth a 8 point. I'm not gonna do it.
You try to figure out, but Emperor is like sorry, the Red Dragon versus
Ash.
Ash is a little bit like you've read about Red Dragon, but you know reading is not the same as actually fighting them. So you kind of see its abilities. Maybe it's on the same level, but Ash has a lot of surprising things that he was able to do that kind of upped his CR a little bit in your eyes. So you're not sure if individual red dragons will have things up their sleeves as well to power them up a little bit more. So yeah,
So what's really bothering? Like, how bad is a red dragon?
pretty
Yeah,
bad.
an ancient one.
Yeah, well, thing is, the red dragon has a wife, another red dragon. That's a problem. He has kids. That's another
As
big
a
problem.
oh,
And of
it's
course,
a
an army of
very
kobolds at his beckoning as well. So a lot of problems, but we're dealing with it. We're
are
dealing with it.
are the dragon family terrorizing people or something?
Oh yeah, they're basically tyrants in that area. Anything that is not
Mm.
dragon is not really burned to crisp, but more like forced to be subservient. They're not letting people leave either. Recently, they've been encroaching on sands of Kolodina, trying to see if they can get more people into their country, but
Oh,
managed to put a stop to that at the very least. We've united the orc tribes and formed our own, what do you call, defense border to the south. They're not going anywhere.
what about um dragonborns? Are they? Because you said anything that's not dragon. Dragonborn is dragony.
True, but it all depends on where their loyalty lies. There are a couple of Dragonborns that have pledged their fealty to the dragon, but
Mm.
for the most part, it's mostly kobold in their army. Kobolds and half dragons.
Have dragon? Okay. As in, are those dragonborns? Are half dragons dragonborn?
Well, no, Dragonborns are rumored to be what do you call descendants of dragon, but they're not really. They're kind of like a separate thing. And we can talk about this later. Uh, in in any case, we're doing fine. He's a little bit difficult right now. A little bit of a he's a little there's a lot in his mind. That's why he's not really thinking of taking any wives. He's not really meeting people at all these days. But and then
Well, okay.
suddenly the door swings open, and the room sort of kind of gets a little bit quiet as he enters the room. You hear his footsteps echo through the hall as you see the golden hair, fair skin, dark blue robe, not really robe, kind of dark blue suit that he has that is semi-militaristic, semi functional as well, with like metal plates on his shoulder and a long cape on his back. Walks over towards the table and sits down.
Now you
The
gotta show his picture again.
Oh my god! All right. I think I have it copy pasted. Yeah, there. The Emperor of
As far
Melodies.
as said, we're visual learners.
He sits down on the table with a bright smile on his face. His eyes scan the group for a moment before he opens his mouth and asks you, "How have you been? Whether or not the journey has been more forgiving the last time you arrived here."
I forgot he talks like this.
So I will reply that our journey has been a bit better because our handler is more cheerful than the last one, the
Ah,
previous one.
he's glad to hear that, and
Not that there's anything wrong with the previous one.
he understands, but sometimes, sometimes you just want. He says that you just want to relax a little bit. So he tried to find a more agreeable captain this time around.
Uh,
So
uh,
he turns to you guys, looks at Artyom, which you are still in disguise, correct?
Uh, I guess he would have probably removed his mask or had his mask removed
All right,
uh, by security and stuff.
all right,
And
okay.
not that he would want to be disguised anyway, right there.
He thanks you all for coming so far to meet him. He apologizes again that you're unable to teleport directly over here, but it is a security measure that you have to take uh, for such an important city to the Empire. But
very understandable. It's all good.
so he skips the chit chat and goes to the matter at hand. Turns to all of you, puts his hand on the table, palms up, asking you guys, how can I help you, basically.
Ooh. I hate that he puts
Wanna
it
take
like
lead
that. How can
or
we help? How can he help us? um,
Alright, calm down. The Fujoshi showing.
what do you mean?
Nothing. Go on, go on.
How is it Fujoshi?
Go on.
Sorry, J5 wanted to say something.
you want to take lead or
Well, the thing is, you're the more charismatic, although I have the charisma tattoo, but um, okay, so we want to do what I said in the Discord, right? That's what we want to
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I would start with so as we mentioned to Recall and World Breaker last time, we just want to talk to kind of gather all of our knowledge on the six great terrors of home. Um,
Okay, go on.
we understand that you know 4 out of 6, right? That's what they said last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
agrees. He kind of recounts the ones that he knows, which is Senbo, the great beast of Shimon. He recounts, what do you call, um, what was his name? Andis Gourmand, the terror of
Mm,
Atilaru. He thinks for a moment some more. He mentions Ash. Yeah,
mm.
wait, he would mention Ash. Wait, that's those two. Yeah, he would mention Ash. The essentially the phoenix of Precurium.
Wow, that's cool. That's he's pop.
And then he would know what's one more? I feel like I'm forgetting one more. And he would mention Moneda, the scourge of Barcodicola.
Wow. Well, yeah, and we took down.
Ooh,
Wait, how much is 3 now, right?
yeah,
Three now,
three now, three.
yes.
Wait, so the other two was the that one and that one.
Yeah.
What's the last one? Oh, Senbo, we didn't take down. Okay. Um. Okay. Then I will tell him that. I think we've also mentioned to Rico that we have found all 6. We've encountered all 6, really.
Indeed, that he mentioned he
Just
agreed.
just
No,
like
I forgot. He agrees. He's surprised as well that there is six at first, but he understands there are something that he doesn't know, and he has heard the information that you mentioned from Riku. He thanks you for that information again, and is currently on the lookout for the other two. But given that you mentioned that you know the other two, is that the purpose of today's meeting? Do you want to divulge this information in exchange for something?
yes. So I think ever since we've defeated Undies, um, I think we all are privy to the information about this, what happens to the Terror after they are they are killed. I suppose the souls.
He nods. From his investigation, it seems like killing the soul does not end. Killing the terror does not end the terror. It merely delays it as it finds another host. Is that right?
Yes, and we understand that um, you are the Empire is doing the research on it, and we would like to be a part, right? Right, J5. We want to be a part of it, right?
That would be best. You're part of it, but if we are able to obtain the outcome of the research, because uh, we are uh,
We have
somewhat of a predicament.
um before we get into that, basically, we would like to how you say well be a part of that research, and we'll contribute as much as we can, at the very least in terms of like acquiring more info and um providing any materials that we might need for that research and all, uh or maybe just some first-hand experience if needed, uh and uh that's the first thing that we would like to request. The second thing, which is related, is whatever happens during this endeavor, we want security for each of our members who are contributing to this effort.
He at first is smiling. He seemed happy that you guys are interested to join him in his endeavor to understand this. But then his face kind of sours as you ask to guarantee your safety. He, with a sad expression, he, he asks you, why do you require such guarantee? He describes how the Empire have been helpful to you from the very beginning and had hoped that the Empire had gained some level of your trust. He adds on a little bit more. Why do you think the Empire would need to perform violence on you guys?
Well, safe to say the information that we have at the moment might render some of our members in a very disadvantageous position.
He asks you to elaborate.
Well,
I'm gonna say. Did I say? I think you're right.
I don't tell the actual situation unless we have guarantees what I want to do.
I think we don't tell the name, but we have to tell the situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
but then okay. My concern is if we just tell everything, then like, hey, one of our members, and they will just focus on, on all of us, basically. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if we don't know who, we'll just get everybody. That's what I mean.
I don't think he would go that
Okay.
far. No, I mean,
Oh. Can you guarantee? But yeah, go ahead with what you wanted to do.
well, I'm gonna say, well, Mr. Emperor. Well, you know how the soul transfers to new host. Uh, when the original host is killed, right? So we recently found out this transfer might be an affliction of the soul, and being adventurous as we are, uh, perhaps one of our members is infected by this affliction.
Almost at once, you can see
Mhm.
Worldbreaker's eyes widen, Rico eyes widen, Suture boots up heel blade, leans forward in his chair as you mentioned this. The Emperor, on the other hand, keeps that kind of like calm and cool demeanor. He
Well, not to be alarmed. There seems to be a rule towards the soul taking over, and from our experience, it might take upwards to
Whoa, that's information. Hold on.
Ignis just
No. I mean, like,
out of character.
before, yeah. Before Jaffa could continue, I think she would just like say, yeah. So, given that situation, I just wanted some, like, it's not at all any distrust to you, to the people within this room, but more so the people under you, uh is what we are kind of afraid of, those that we don't have the guarantee, I suppose. And the nature of experiment is on the experimenter, the researcher, of whether it be humane or not, and we just wanted to make sure that it's as humane as can be, and consent from all parties need to be present before we do anything.
All four pair of eyes, they all turn to look at the Emperor, see what he's going to do next. He thinks for a moment. He looks at the four of you. We. He tells you that, like before, he takes violence as a last resort. Whenever he can take a country through negotiations, he will. Like how the Sons of Kolodina have accepted to be the vassal state of the Empire after he was able to reunite the people all across the sands. He mentions there are some locations where violence may be necessary, and if that is the case, he will send his children to do his bidding. He tells you, he assures you that he has no intention in harming you. He looks
Then
across all of you, kind of like trying to reassure you, giving you this kind of gaze of almost as if like confidence and maybe even a little bit hubris that he can deal with this. But he tells you with great certainty, no harm will come to your members unless that is the last resort.
okay. Okay. Then can we get at least um not a guarantee, but at least, because this is not guaranteed, but at the very least, can we get confirmation? I don't know the actual word for it, and it's not coming to me. That the Empire would try their best to help us with our predicament in exchange to all the information that we would give about the terror.
The Emperor opens his mouth for a bit, and then Worldbreaker kinda whispers almost, leans over towards the Emperor. Baldur, can I talk to you about this for a bit? The Emperor turns and looks at Worldbreaker, kind of like, really? I don't know if this is a good idea. The Emperor rolls his eyes, taps on Worldbreaker's shoulder, stands up. He asks you guys to excuse him for a moment. The two of them
Oh
walk
no, I
outside the
want to
room,
hear. No.
leaving you guys alone.
How can we hear?
Uh,
Oh no. Oh no.
What? In the room, you still see Riquel enjoying the tea.
Wait. We have advantage on perception, right? Can we?
Ignis has. You asked for tea. The other is not so.
Oh, then I can do it. Can I try? And like.
Go ahead. Roll perception check. Is gonna be hard.
I'm scared. Can I please roll a nat 20?
Hey, entirely possible. It's nearly impossible to hear through the thick wall, but hey, if you roll high enough, it's not impossible. It's nearly impossible.
Wait, can people flash me?
yeah. I think Artyom should be is a better flasher, right?
Definitely.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
And
Glad
a
you
big-
finally acknowledged my skills. I'll
Oh,
make that a 25.
can I add a fate point because this is very pertinent to our predicament.
Sure. You
29. Is that enough?
29. Is that enough? You go with this?
Yeah.
One more.
Can we guidance?
But
You'll
you're
be
gonna have
casting
to
a
do it.
spell.
Yeah.
This is a spell.
You'll be like actually
Oh.
like waving your hands trying to cast a spell on Ignis very
It's
quickly.
not Baldur's Gate, and then suddenly someone. "Oh,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
fair."
Do you want to do that or no?
I don't have anything that I can add unless I give Rico disadvantage. No, wait. There's still 3 other people, so no, that's it. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Yeah,
You
the tattoos ability is an innate ability, right? It's not spellcasting.
yeah, the tattoo will glow for a bit and that's it.
Yeah, it just happens. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like if you see, it's like it's only one creature and there's 3 other people other than us.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Should we change the region for a bit so that Crit can listen in?
Sure, no problem.
Yes, please.
I'll bring us to where you at? Russia, Rotterdam, Brazil, US, Sydney. Where is UK? Rotterdam. Where's Rotterdam? Do you guys know where Rotterdam is?
I
Uh,
don't know.
All right, I'll pick.
I thought that was UK.
UK?
No, it's Netherlands.
It
Sorry.
sounds
Netherlands. Sorry.
Close enough. Yeah, let's go with
Netherlands.
that. Hey guys, welcome to Netherlands. How you guys feel?
Yeah.
61 MS from 500.
Yeah. Ours is 400 right now. Oh, maybe we should go in the middle. What would be in the middle between the two of us? China? Hong Kong? India?
Russia.
Would India be India would be in between us, right?
Yep.
Is it?
Let's try India. All right, my ping right now is 75. What about you, Crit? What's your ping?
175. That's
Alright,
pretty good.
okay, that's
It's
pretty
in the green.
All right, okay. So, where were we again? You try to listen in to Emperor and Baldur. Your hearing definitely is heightened. You can hear the mumbling coming from the other side of the room. However, you do notice when you walked in, the wall are like thick. This is a meeting room after all. They don't want people to listen in. So you hear muffling a little bit. You hear a couple of words like sure, um, trust, relax, do this. And then you hear the door opens once more, um, as the two of them return back inside. The Emperor apologized for that intrusion. Uh, he mentions that Willbreaker has some concerns of just, guaranteeing you guys protection. But he tells you guys that he's not guaranteeing you protection. He's gonna try his best so that no harm comes to you. Any research conducted, since you're a living person, will be done properly. But if you guys become like one of those terrorists and seemingly unwilling to negotiate, things will have to change. He turns to you, Ignis. Would that be okay with you?
Sidebar. That's
Sidebar,
okay, right? I mean, that maybe we should go out and do it.
Your choice.
As they did. No, but that should be. I mean, that's fine. No, right? That's
It's like angle. I nod my head.
uh,
In my opinion, that is fair.
yeah, that's fair because like usually people who have gone that far are not that person anymore, right?
Yep, that is true.
Then okay, then I'll say that too. I'll share a couple of looks with like G5 and Artyom and
That's your
King.
discussion. You just look at each other when the discussion is like super
Yeah,
long-winded
we
anyway.
can talk to. And I'll say I think that that's fair because at the very least in our experience, those who are at that point are usually to the point of no return.
He nods.
That is-
Although
He
although if that does happen, then I would like us to do what we are hoping to do with Ash and figure out a way to not fully obliterate them. If you get what I mean.
he understands. He has heard the research on Ash's soul from Heelblade. How you guys requested that his soul be treated humanely and if possible to split uh, the essence of Ash and the essence of the soul from each other. He crosses his fingers together, rests his mouth on his hand, looking at you guys for a bit, eyes across and to the other side. Looks at all of you and asks, who is the one that is currently being infected?
They've given us their upper
Word.
their agreement, right?
Yes,
Their
yes,
word.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Should we have this written? I don't know. Should we, rather than a verbal thingy? Um,
Your choice.
guys, we were just gonna like just
Okay,
doing.
okay. I trust him that I trust him that I trust his word at least. He has never shown that he goes back against his word, right?
That's true. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I also want to trust him. So um, I'll look back at what is like. I know what he was doing, but what is his? What does he like? How do I say this? What? How does he look like? While he's asking that, is he like scared or curious or with
Curious.
conviction?
Curious
Okay.
is closer to what he is right now.
Do you want to play a game of guess and see who it is?
His mouth is covered by his hand, but you can see his eyes kind of squint a little bit to a smile. He agrees and looks at Ignis directly and says, maybe it's you. Second
Ooh.
would be Artyom. Third would be Kane. You don't think J5. He doesn't think that you would put the thing on J5.
Wow. That's right
Oh,
on.
because I don't kill. So.
Yeah. No, like we don't put it on you. I don't know. That's what he said. Um. Well, that's right. Yeah, it's me. And I take off like whatever enchantment I put on my eyes so that you can see.
Immediately, the other four now leans forward as well to look at your eyes. Oh, that's
Okay, it's
strange.
weird. I'm very self-conscious about it. I feel naked right now.
Wallbreaker kind of stares at you for a moment. That looks like a fallen's eye.
Yes, so I've been told. So
Yeah.
this is what happens when you have. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I guess more than one disaster slash theory slash arc related disaster slash arc slash terror related stuff on you at one time.
Immediately Riku, I knew it! There is some connection between them. So, what are the things that you are holding on to? So you have this. What else?
I have the soul of greed, is what it's called.
I guess you're right, my lord. The Emperor gonna smiles for a bit and nods.
Right
And
about?
he looking at what the Empire has so far. The souls introduce themselves as Wrath. Uh, what do you call? Wrath and what's the other one again that you get?
Okay. You can
And
go to the
Gluttony.
first pin message. Yeah.
No, this is
Wrath
Press and
and
Gluttony.
Wrath
Yeah.
and Gluttony.
Oh, so I already was Grath. Alright, alright.
He
No, we
uh
had Andy's. Wait. Which one was wrath? Which one
And
was
this is Gluttony.
gluttony?
And this is Gluttony.
Right? I think so. Wait, I'll ask. You said wrath and gluttony. Who is who?
Wrath is the one that is infecting Ash right now, and Gluttony is the one currently that the Chroma Revenge brought back.
Wrath is infecting Ash, and gluttony is. I pinned it J5 by the way.
Yeah.
Now, I had an inkling that you would either the one that you defeated could possibly be envy or possibly greed.
It was greed. It was greed. And to pair with those, they have something that they relate to, I suppose.
The
Um,
items
uh,
that they are attracted to. These items are held in the deepest part of each arc.
Emperor agrees. The black and red item that you handed over, the cloak.
Yes. The cloak was one of it. And the soul that was inhibiting Andy's command
it's the
is
cloak.
attracted to that cloak.
Um,
And Also,
Senbo
yeah,
is the book.
the soul. I don't think I want to tell the Senbu first. The soul
Oh, okay, sorry.
that was infecting friend Ash was attracted to a sword. The to a sword.
He thinks for a moment, nodding. He kind of like almost talked to himself, confirming his theory that the what do you call the three the sorry the two the this the artifacts and the terrors are related in some way. He turns to you guys and tells you and asks again that you said you had two things that caused you to have to turn your eyes black.
They won't. They won't leave it.
What was the other thing that you have? Yes.
And you're absolutely sure we can like join everything, right?
He
No information held back.
he nods.
Oh, okay.
What?
No, no.
What, Jeffrey?
I mean,
Do you want to bullshit it?
okay, out of character, please.
Okay, I don't
Okay.
care. Time out.
Here's my train of thought. The new 12 was murdered. They are not killed while fighting the the what do you call that?
Well,
The the disaster. I mean, I
mhm.
think they won. They just barely won, and someone came in and killed them. Well, because they are weakened, right? And they don't have their spell source abilities, right? So they are easy pickings. So someone came in after the fight and killed them. We don't know who, but the new 12 operates within the Empire.
I don't know.
That is my theory.
I thought it's plausible, I guess. Anything could have happened, but
So that makes me reluctant in trusting the children for now. But if one of them did kill the new 12, they would know about the tattoos, right?
yeah. Maybe we can ask them like um what they found out from U12. Just like change the topic a bit.
Or maybe what do they know about the disasters? Maybe what happens if one
Yeah.
disaster is
Okay.
taken down?
Yeah, I'll ask that. So w- I'll answer that question with another question, and we'll get to like the point. What What do you know about the disasters? As in, what happened after you defeat one? I mean, I know the new 12 died because of it, so they were operating under you, so I just wanted to know what did you find from that?
The emperor nods a little bit and he uh turns to Sucha actually. And asks Sucha like, do you want to take this over? Sucha nods, stands up, and turns to you guys. Like very robotically. Like he seems closer to a golem than a warforged in terms of his
Has he
movement right now.
always been robotic?
Yes,
He has
yes,
always been.
Okay.
I mean, the one that uses strings, right?
that is correct. He turns to you. He turns to you guys and begins speaking. There is nothing much that we have discovered upon defeating the disasters. Unfortunately, the new 12 were perished during the combat. However, based on our conversation with Chroma Revenge, upon the defeat of the disasters, the survivors were greeted with a vision of sorts, which granted them a tattoo that severely boosted their abilities.
I do know.
Yeah, so they do know. Yeah, so we have defeated two of them. That's what I will
Emperor,
say.
the Emperor nods and mentions that he's assuming that Ignis has at least one of those tattoos on her.
Yes, correct.
He, it's-
And also the same effect will happen if one person is in the possession of more than one tattoo. For example, if let's say one of us transfer the tattoo from themselves to Fanny, the eye effect thing will happen, which
We
let
don't
us
know.
believe that it is unwise to have all of the tattoo inhibits one person.
so the
I don't
tat,
think we even want to try after this, and I point to my face.
so the tattoos. This time recoil pipes up. So the tattoos are somewhat related to the souls as well. That means all three are
That,
related.
well,
You're all
that's
like,
true. And also the tattoos, and also the soul are transferable without killing the host. While but the tattoos are easier to transfer, the souls are a bit harder to do it.
The Emperor asks you to elaborate. What is the difficulty you're facing trying to transfer the tattoo?
Well,
woohoo,
in order to transfer the tattoos,
the tat.
you just have to do a ritual, and only the current owner of the tattoo has to be willing to do it. But if you want to transfer the soul has to agree to the transfer as well, which makes it very difficult.
There's like a look of realization coming to the Emperor. And he asks Ignis, and you wish to be that you wish to be rid of this ability, of this soul.
I do, but I'm scared of who it'll go to
He thinks for a
because
bit.
it was Artyom's, but I took over because I have a better chance of surviving it. Even then, it's taking over me while I'm while I'm not conscious. I suppose there has been a couple instances of it acting on its own while I'm asleep.
At this point, Suchi gonna ask again, what is the issue that you are facing with the soul? Care to elaborate?
Well, it's a soul of greed. So one, I have to really fight against myself almost literally to give anything, even if it's just one single coin, to another person. So at night when I'm not awake, apparently it's been stealing people's things. Just like, Moneda stealing things. Therefore, greed wants everything that it could possibly get.
Ignis, you see Heelblade slowly, his hand moves towards his belt, checking his coin pouch. Still there.
I'm pretty sure I am conscious while I meet you. Okay, I have a pretty good control over it while I'm awake. It has not once been able to you know, work against me while I'm still unconscious. The problem is when I go unconscious. In which case I have been tying myself up to the bed
For
every night.
now, you see yourself, Ignis, behind the Emperor. God, he's so handsome, isn't he? You sure you
He's
don't
so
want to pass
handsome.
him to me? You don't pass it to him? I could control him and give you whatever you want. I'm just saying.
I have Rex.
And remember, only you need to be consenting. He does not need to know. Pass it. Pass it, Ignis.
Really? I thought okay.
I think so. I don't remember what I wrote. Can you check back? I just
Because I think it's
I just
just
followed
souls to
based
be.
on what Ignis said.
I know
Yeah,
that's
but
not it. That's not
based on
it.
what J5 said just now. Let me confirm.
Yeah, I said both. I mean the soul has to consent as well.
Ah, yeah. So the soul have to consent. That's the minimum.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it doesn't say that.
the other person
Does
has to
it?
consent, right?
I assume it's both, but the way you write it is just only the soul can choose.
Yeah, like
But
you
then it's
can,
too easy.
yeah, you
You can
can
choose
choose, but like the soul can just like
agree or
yeah,
disagree.
agree or disagree. If the soul agrees
Oh,
and you
but
choose, then it
I
will be
see.
transferred. Yeah,
So it's like I spend
there's
an action. So if I don't spend the action, then it's not gonna happen.
yeah, but then
Yeah,
it can control your body and shit.
yeah. I'm gonna continue on. As Ignis said, she's been tying herself on her bed every night. Well, however, now here comes the other difficulties. Based on our experience with friend Ash, the soul will take over the person's body completely. Uh, in a time about 2 months
Within 2 months.
from the day of the first action.
And assuming that it ties back to wisdom saving throws, because that's what I've been doing to push it away. And Ash was only half proficient as I am. Barely proficient, really. I mean, he's not a very wise person. But I could take longer, but even then, it's starting.
So that is why our urgency in finding a ways to get rid of friendliness from fiction.
Keelblade kind of pipes up, and I'm assuming knocking her out is not really an option, right?
Yeah, we tried
Mm,
that with friend Ash. We thought we could entrap two souls. However, there's only one. That is.
Uh, the Emperor thinks for a moment, then looks at you. He asked you, would you be willing to transfer it to him?
I don't know. That's
Or
such a
at
good
the very
idea.
least, he looks around the room for a bit, assessing, then looks at Sucha. Sucha gives him a nod, and he turns back to Sucha. Or Lord Sucha over here. We both have no wants to material objects. Well, I do have that goal that uh, that may make me so that kind of like that may make the Emperor vulnerable. He gestures at Sucher, who essentially has no material wants, no goal that he wishes to complete. All he wishes to do is, well, hibernate.
Oh, Sloth would want him really much.
I
So
don't. Well, you
while the
shouldn't have.
soul of sloth might not be suitable for what do you call, might not be suitable for suture over here, uh, that might be the right person to give.
Well, here's the mistake. You shouldn't have told that in front of me, because the soul is also listening, and I don't know if he actually. Do you want to go to that guy?
It looks at you see your copy looks at suture, looks bad at you.
He's a
Sure.
children.
He seems like a little bit more agreeable than you. More quiet
Wow.
type. Well, what do you say? Another hop? And he's a bit
Oh
one
God.
step closer towards this guy. I mean, look at him. Rawr.
I know. Shut up.
Okay. If okay, out of character wise, if we want to
Okay.
do this, we have to give all of our buff to Ignis so that Ignis can keep the tattoo.
You're right. Wait.
All
I
of
still have a ninth level. I can give myself foresight.
Auto advantage.
Yeah, auto advantage. Then you know you
Artyom
can.
has a
Guidance, plus 7.
Guidance.
yeah,
Guidance.
yeah.
I think don't help with saving throw, right? It's ability
No,
check.
no, no. Ability
You
check.
need
Wait,
resistance,
is it?
not
You need
guidance.
bless. Bless gives
No,
1d4.
resistance can do that as well. Resistance.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, resistant. Yeah.
Today I learned.
We could.
The guidance is for checks. Resistance is for saving throws.
Yeah. If you're sure about this, and I turn to the Empire, are you sure about this,
Emperor nods almost immediately.
Emperor?
He explains that he has belief in the children. They are not common people. They are exceptional individuals, not unlike yourselves.
Ooh, that hurt.
No, not
Not
unlike yourself.
unlike
That means like you guys basically.
just like you.
Just like you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In addition, we can he suggests he also mentions that Suture is the one that is least traveled compared to all the other children. So he will be able to monitor him during in the city, and if anything happens and needs to be passed around, that way it could be easily passed up to another person that is not the emperor, not immediately at least.
Okay. Okay. If they're sure, then let me tell you about the soul before I give it to you.
He gestures. You go ahead.
Okay, so you cannot give away any of your belongings to others.
Give it all up before you get the soul.
So if anything
The
you're holding
suture
now,
suture looks up, kind of like raises his hands. He literally is like a very skinny warforged with a lot of missing parts, and he has a scarf. That's it. No
yeah,
weapons, no nothing on him.
that scarf's gonna be yours forever. Okay. Um,
I am not willing to give it away. He pulls it tight.
Also, if it tries to take over, you have to roll a DC 21 Wisdom saving throw. If not, it will take over for the next minute.
The emperor looks at Suture. Suture gives a nod. I am proud of my wisdom. I am proud of my medical knowledge. I am sure I will be able to resist such a temptation.
Okay. All right. Okay, all right. Let me just prep myself. Okay, I'm gonna do some buffing things. Nothing that would hurt anybody here. I assume that's okay, right? I can cast magic here?
The emperor nods. He stands up,
Okay.
kind of gives you some space. Woolbreaker with one hand just pushes the table aside to the wall to
It's
give you
I
kind of
just
like
need to
a
touch
nice open
myself. It's
space.
okay. Like okay.
The
So
emperor
give
looks at Woolbreaker. Sorry, too excited. My bad.
it's ninth level, but it's nothing like big. So I'll give myself foresight. I'll just like I don't know, I'll just touch my eyes and my head for 1 minute. Um if anybody has blessed, that would be great too. just to up my ability.
Look at each other. Look at Requil specifically. I'm not a cleric. But yes, I
Oh,
do
you're
have
not?
bless. 1 second. She kind of walks over for a
It's not a
bit.
cleric?
She
What do
opens her
you
book. This one. Divine source. Okay.
mean?
Okay, alright.
What is that for? Okay.
So let me. She focuses on, closes her eyes for a moment as you see her eyes glows, and you can see, almost like a kind of like beads, motes of light begin to emerge from the veil that she's wearing. Motes of light begin to emerge from it, flying over towards J5, Artyom, and Ignis, and then a line begins to form between the three of you and towards Recall as well, almost forming a constellation where the star glows and
Ooh.
glows and glows, and then the line breaks. You feel the energy coursing through your veins, giving you some level of additional protection and competence. All right, did that work?
Yes.
Splendid. What's
So,
next?
uh, a nod to Artyom to be at the ready, and I'll just, okay, I'm gonna give you away now. And I tell to Greed.
There you can see Greed kind of like cracking his fingers, grabbing onto your hand, like grabbing not hand, like grabbing onto your back. Sorry, like grabbing onto almost as if grabbing onto the tattoo on your back, and like
Okay,
putting
maybe
his hand
don't.
forward. Let's
That's mine.
go.
That's mine, okay?
Too
I'm
late. Let's
gonna
go.
do my best and I'll let it
Let's
go.
go. Come on.
Okay. Okay, then I'll get.
Suchi walks forward, walks right next to you.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll spend the action. I'm not sure what
To
else to do right now.
transfer the
I'll focus
soul.
on giving it.
Yeah.
But I'll also focus on like, okay, making sure that it stays with me.
You place your hand on Suchi's shoulder and the other shoulder. You see your copy puts his hand on the other shoulder as you see him start to slowly fade away from your vision, disappearing from the bottom of his legs all the way up to the waist, to the shoulders, and to the hand, and it disappears as you feel this arcane pull
My tattoo.
from
My tattoo.
arcane pull right where your fingertips touch Suture's body, and then you begin to feel it. Not just the tattoo, not just the soul disappearing. You begin to feel that tattoo being pulled to the
No,
other
no,
side as
no.
well as you try
Mine,
to
mine,
force it,
mine.
resist it from letting go. Go ahead and roll me, if I recall, wisdom saving throw as well.
Okay.
Do it.
Advantage and with a D4, right? That's what blesses.
Yes,
And Artyom can reaction to it.
Artyom can reaction with his.
Absolutely.
I'm scared. Okay.
Before that one, that both times.
Advantage, man. Advantage. There's no way you can roll. You're not Romeo.
Let's see.
All right, go ahead. Oh, damn!
40.
40 down.
He is like impossible. What's that? Yes, all of you get
And
together
I'll be
and
like,
like
nah, that's mine. Go away.
as you
To
feel
the
kind of
floor.
like the fingertips detach from your back, unable to pull the tattoo alongside, as you
Can I,
see
can I just
Suture.
give can I just give one last word to
Uh-huh.
Creed?
What?
I'll say mine.
As he disappears, allowing you to no longer see your duplicate in the room. And there, at this time, you see Suture's eyes blink. The lights in his eyes blink on and off for a few times. He turns to the side, looks to the side for a bit. The Emperor asks if Suture is okay. Suture turns his body to look at the Emperor. I am okay. There is a duplicate of me, but his eyes are strange. And that is where we're gonna take a break, not end our
We're
session
gonna-
because it is already 10:10. We're gonna take a break, take a 10-minute break, and then we'll see what happens in the next phase of your discussion with the Emperor because we're not
I'm
done.
free.
Aina is free. No more stealing. For now.
Right, we're off the clock now.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll see you in a bit.
Complete.
Take a break. All right.
Bright light.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, you have finished the ritual to transfer the soul of greed to Suture. You can see Suture readjusting to the new sensation and to the mirage of himself standing right next to him. But all in all, he seems to be fine with it as he sits down without a problem and continues to hibernate. Which
Um,
brings us back to
I'll
the
continue.
meetings.
I'll say to after Suture goes to hibernate, like, um, just to note, one of the agreed that has been repeatedly like, "Wow, you're so cool." Like I like to be in him. The to the emperor. So just be careful.
Looks at the Emperor. Do not worry. I rarely spend time around with the Emperor. He is a busy man.
Okay.
The Emperor reiterates that notion as well. He understands your concern. Even if the spirit is transferred to him, he's sure that what do you call? He'll be able to handle it. However, he does agree that at some point, if the soul takes over the person, that's going to be trouble. So, further
Yeah.
research should be looked into to mitigate the effects of such a thing.
Yeah. And
He, yeah,
although we have been alleviated from that soul, we still would like to know the I mean the agreement to like help with the finding the info about it is still on, you know what I mean? Like obviously.
he nods in understanding, which he says brings to the second topic. To properly understand all these connections and all these items, he will continue to request from you guys so that he has can have access to all the artifacts and tattoos that is related to this research. He
Well,
understands that you guys may not be interested in giving them away, but the offer, the original offer, still stands if you
Such
are
a good
interested.
tattoo though.
this unit actually thinks we have a common goal here. However, being these tattoos and items are quite powerful, and we actually use them during our adventures. Perhaps we will keep hold on to it first while we are
Yeah.
exploring and getting more information. And when we're ready, we will hand them over to you.
For a price, of course. I mean, when we're ready to put up the mantle per se, we still have loose ends to tie up.
he
Particularly the other two disasters. Yeah.
He understands your concern, and given what you have traveled so far, he is willing to allow you a pass into the royal treasury to see if there is anything that you would take in place of the tattoo and the magic item that you're willing to give.
We're done here
However,
with the +7 to ability score. I don't think so, right?
the Emperor does note that he has what you call the Gauntlet of the Storm Giant. So perhaps
What is
something
that?
similar. That one upgrades your strength to 27 or 30. I can't remember.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's pretty close.
He will have to recheck, see what items are most important to you. In fact, if you could mention it to Rico later on what items that would be suited for you, perhaps a trade can be arranged. Could be arranged.
The thing is, it all requires attunement, and these things do not require attunement.
He
uh,
nods. Understandable. Which brings it to a second option. There are he has been listening. He has been looking for he really needs those items to continue his research. And he figures there are two things that he can do for you right now that may be of interest to your group. He turns to J5.
ooh.
From what I understand, you, J5, were exiled from your hometown. He
yeah.
has built some relation with the people of Clocktown and it would be willing to vouch you so that they can allow you to return to Clocktown if that is something that you wish.
Ooh. Well,
uh, My hometown or unmeasurable power?
Uh, Mr. Emperor, well, that is one of this unit's wishes, but this unit realized that during this unit's last visit to Clocktown, it's not easy to change the minds of the people that is living over there. Uh, Judging by their reactions to it, just seeing this unit at the front gate made me realize that uh, it's not just a diplomatic thing that needs to be done. This unit has to do something that will change the minds of
Which is
even the
why the
majority of
Emperor
the
kind of
people living there.
interrupts you. He has an offer as well for you to for you to become essentially the project lead for a Warforge resurrection ritual. Warforge, not resurrection, creation,
Restoration?
Yes.
restoration ritual that they have in mind and are currently researching.
Oh,
Oh, that's like
Which
your
oh,
whole thing.
brings into the second point that he can offer.
Oh.
He turns
okay.
to Artyom this time. The project is currently being led by Dr. Thaddeus Atkins.
Astian will try and keep a neutral face, nodding
Yeah.
along.
And he elaborates that from his understanding that this person has wronged you in the past. The position will need to be filled, will need to be emptied if Mr. J5 wants to take that position. And the Emperor does not feel like having a traitor among his midst.
Oh, this is too good to be true, though.
It is! How does he know? That's so sus!
How do you know about that?
The Emperor has connection to people from all over. And in case you are, what do you call? In case if you are wondering, we have had people following you since you entered the town. Almost everyone and almost all these people are willing to chat with me, with the Emperor. And there are some people that when you asked questions about these two individuals, um, they let me know. When that information come up multiple times, I decided to look into it a little bit more. And that's when he realizes that there might be something more to this. He understands that there are some missing links here and there, but he knows that Thaddeus has done something to wrong Artyom and is offering this uh, as a bridge because he feels that Artyom has always been a little bit more distant than the other three members of the Amazing Spicy Seven. An olive branch, so to speak.
My God.
This is definitely something I have to think about more.
Please do. If you guys agree to accept either, he will have to make some arrangements. In the meantime, you can stay in town and enjoy the amenities that is available. But he do encourage you to provide all the items and the tattoos that you have as soon as possible. At the moment, he is in the process of working on trying to find and take down Pauta Abismo, the disaster that is terrorizing, what do you call it? That
Hmm.
is terrorizing Barco Dakota.
Oh,
He
what?
has an ability to. The plan is to move a mobile siege device to be used to
That's so
combat
cool.
the 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 creature. However, to do so will require immense amount of energy that he does not have at his disposal. He will
What kind
need
of energy?
he will need an immense power that is currently being produced by the items that we've start to understand right now. The artifacts, the tattoos, and the souls. Either one of those works, but given the immense power that is the tattoo and also the soul, he'd prefer to not use those and focus on the items first.
Well, incidentally, Mr. Emperor, we are also in the works of taking down Fatal Bismo.
That is perfect, he says. He
And
encourages you to.
we, we have our researchers researching this new material that we discovered that that happened to be the trigger of an attack a few weeks back in the city of Dagatiko.
Dagatiko.
Yeah, and we have our men researching about the properties of this crystal, and it appears that Fatobismo was injured by this material, and we are trying to fashion it into weapons against it.
He gives you a nod and elaborates that perhaps the two of you should work together on this endeavor. At the moment, the
Okay.
idea is to pin down the creature on the material plane before it returns to its own demi-plane and send over
Pandemic.
individuals to take down the what do you call the creature.
I look at it. No wonder you can't scry on him because he's on
It
his own demi plane.
no, it says the target doesn't exist or something, right?
Yeah, because you can fail on to scry someone in a different plane.
Yeah, but it will tell me that because it's at a different plane. It doesn't say it doesn't exist.
Sure.
Wait, or the target. Wait, when I tried to scry, what was the error message?
God damn it! What is this?
Target not found, basically. Target not found.
Oh,
The dev
but it's
has
a
patched
part.
that thing.
You're right. If it's not in the same plane, then I can't see it. So it's not like I can't scry on the.
Because so that
It's
means
just not on the same plane. Oh my god.
which makes sense. Well, to share a bit more information, we can deduce that the trigger for its attack are maybe huge tremors because the last attack was triggered by this huge explosion of magic and various dust, which triggered the Fatalismo to come and attack and devour the city of Dagatiko.
The em-
Fortunately, we were able to evacuate most of the citizens there.
the Emperor looks at Wallbreaker, and Wallbreaker goes, I'm not sure about that, because the other two cities they don't really have a large explosion prior to the appearance of Alta Abismo. We're done trying to predict its pattern. At the moment, we're trying to teleport this mobile siege device to catch it the moment it appears. We have people stationed all over Barcodacola right now. The moment we have note, we will move this mobile siege device and deal with the creature. That is the hope, at least.
Okay, that is good. And also, I look at the party. Should we tell them about the other two terrors? We haven't told them, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, we did say we're gonna
Yeah.
say so. Bringing back to the discussion of the terrors. Would you guys like to know the identity of the other two?
They look at each other, and the Emperor looks at you and gestures you to go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. You have met them. You've also met all six of them, just like us.
The Emperor raises an eyebrow.
Um. So the what the okay. So we know that Ira one is wrath, Moneda is greed. Um, Andes is gluttony, which leaves us with four more that we don't know who is what. We know for sure that who is the sloth. Um, well, not for sure, but if it's not him, then I'm surprised. I guess. That's Ami Maloa.
The Emperor kind of questions the Lich.
Yeah, the one in Field of Light and Fire in Mach.
He thinks for a moment and kind of
He,
slowly nods
he has to
and
be sloth.
asks about the other one.
Well, the other one, I mean, we know Senbo. We don't know which of the three he is. Could be pride, could be envy, maybe envy. Um, the thing is, there's seven sins, right? But there's only six terrors, so it feels like there's another one that we don't know or have not arrived yet. I have no idea. Um, the other one is well, we just met her. We just met her when Hillblade brought us to the church. I- I-
The what do you call? The Emperor turns, looks at Heelblade. Heelblade now no longer relaxing, quite looks at you questioningly.
The 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 priestess. We
Leia,
we got a name.
What's the
Who
name
said
again?
that?
Leah? What the hell?
Leia.
Leah.
yeah, Leia.
Ooh, Princess
She
Leia.
talked to us very briefly, but we didn't see her face or anything. But the book did confirm that it was her. She's the sixth terror.
Emperor turns back again and mentions to you that he will look into this. He will contact them both, and he pauses for a moment,
I don't know if
unsure.
they would know about the terrors. This is a term coined by Anima, the Book of Souls.
He thinks for a bit. He nods in understanding and mentions that at the very least, the two of them are on his side right now and are not causing massive destruction like the others.
Well, this unit agrees with that sentiment as well. That is why we are not actively pursuing to subdue these two.
He nods in agreement. He says that hopefully he will be able to turn Senbo on his side as well. That way, no more fighting is needed. It will have everything for now.
How
Uh,
how
and
goes the search?
Looks at Riku. Um, it is a little bit difficult. We have not seen him as we travel through the verdant woods right now. I'm starting to think that we may have to break your attunement to the book. Perhaps we need to be attuned to it as well.
To be honest, I'm only attuning to it because it gives me proficiency and um expertise in Arcana and history.
you can
So
ask for for some an item that
yeah,
uses
if you have
simulation.
something that can give that and you know,
She looks at the Emperor. Emperor thinks for a
I'm
moment.
I'm more than willing to give a part to be apart from it.
He mentions that the item that he has is a complete encyclopedia of history and all kinds of knowledge, but he's not sure. But as per many magic items, you will need attunement, and instead of giving expertise, it gives you advantage.
Expertise is really good though. It's like better than all my actual expertise. Wait, no, I don't have any other expertise. This is my only expertise. uh,
It is a useful book in his opinion. given that it
Big.
gives what do you call extensive knowledge on all fields. But he will leave it to you if you so wish to trade the items.
Man, if you have anything better than yeah, but I mean I don't care much about the soul sucking thing, it's fine. It's just the voices of the past is very good. I'm not very much a master of souls, I'll be honest. It's not that great. I
He will.
mean, we can go into the treasury. But I assume if I go inside, I have to pick one. I can't leave empty-handed.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, you're giving one of the items away, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but only if only if I find something that fits with what I want in exchange. You know what I mean?
this is the Empire. I'm sure they have something. I mean,
Mm,
27 in strength, that is good enough.
I
Everybody's a
don't
strong boy.
need to be. I don't need to be strong. I don't need to be strong. It's been very good for all my spells endeavor. I've been able with this book. I've been able to create so many spells.
He understands your predicament. He never realized
uh,
that you were such a researcher.
I was thanks to this. I mean, I wanted to before, but it was a bit hard because I'm not very smart. But this book just tells me everything I need to know, so it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. I'm not very smart. I mean, I'm pretty smart now, but if you take that book away, I'm pretty dumb. But not really. My wisdom's pretty great, so it's okay. I'm.
He chuckles at your predicament, but nods in understanding. The best that he can provide to you right now is not from an item from the armory, but he will be able to procure a headband of intellect, which should
Ooh.
improve your intelligence by a large
Mm,
margin.
I mean, it's a 19. It's not. I mean, it's not like.
But beyond that, it will have to be a custom-made item, and expertise is not something to be given willy-nilly. It's a really difficult uh, level to achieve, but he will see what he can do.
Oh, okay. Let's talk when you have that.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
No, I'm not gonna say that exactly. Like he's gonna be like understandable.
talking about the Book of Souls, just so you know, we actually, without our knowledge, without the knowledge that we have right now, we accidentally allowed Mr. Ami Maloa, to obtain the item that his souls connect to.
We did mention. Well, I don't think we told you the full story, but in order to be able to finish the last arc, the Konohea arc, uh, we needed to gain the favors of Ami Maloa, who he himself wanted to go into that arc. So we went into it with him, but because he went into it, there was a lot of glitches. Like
He corrupted the whole art.
possibly we were able to breeze through it without having to do all the usual arc finding stuff. And at the end of it, he found the armor that he wanted. Like he said, it called to him. So he wanted it. And at the time, we didn't think nothing of it. We didn't really know much about terrors and all.
Oh, he
So
he nods, trying to
we
process the
did.
information, and he mentioned that perhaps he has more to talk about with Amimaloa than he expected. He tells you that he understands and that he will look into this.
Yeah, well, just have the utmost caution when approaching this, because we do not know what happens when a terror get their hands on the items that they want.
And so far, he's the only one who has the item.
He gives you a nod and say that he will usually don't approach. He usually does not approach people outside of the city. But he kind of looks at Recall and Wallbreaker and mentions that he's sure that his emissaries will be able to do equivalent, if not better, of a job that he will.
Um, and we don't know what Greed likes, but we think it could be the crown.
He nods again.
We don't know what the priestess would like either. So,
And if you're will, he mentions as well, if you're willing to give away that, he will be happy to accept.
um, I will if Rexus let it go. Of course, with the
Well,
payment
he
of
mentions again that is a little bit of a predicament because Rex says he is willing if Ignis allows it.
oh, and yeah, just take it with, but what do I get in return?
What do you wish to receive?
Oh no. I want a
Go
lot of
look into
things.
the armory. See what you
Can I
find.
get diamonds? Can I get an armory full of diamonds?
That is something that can be arranged. He kind of thinks for a moment based on what he has.
Do they have access to an elemental plane of diamond?
Would, and he mentions that would 10,000 gold worth be a suffice?
Oh, that's like not a lot. Because we could have gotten 50,000 gold instead, right? That was like,
Indeed, but see if you can procure
Diamond.
50,000
yeah,
gold worth of
yeah,
diamonds.
that's a bit hard. Rex was like a anomaly. Even then, he had to go through a lot of debts. Let me think about it. Let me think. Can I put a hole on that? You
Of
can.
course, of course. Please. He gestures to you to stay the night instead of leaving immediately. He will prepare a room in the entertainment district so that you guys can enjoy your time here. And then later on, you guys can decide on his offer and see what you can give in return.
Oh, sure. Also,
He's referring to, of course, for your whatever, for the crown, whatever you pick, the money or the diamond. But for J5 and Artyom, the tattoo or the items, up to you guys.
the tattoo or the items? What items?
The book. Book's still yours technically.
Yeah. Uh, what happened? I mean, you know about the tattoo. Do you know what happened to New 12?
To be honest, he has no idea. The bodies were found containing the injuries of the battle. There were no signs of the tattoo on the 12, which makes him think either someone else has taken it, or perhaps it was a last minute battle, which meant while the new 12 received the tattoo, they perished soon after.
Which would mean either it goes to the one who killed them or it
wh-
goes to the last person.
which would be the disaster.
But the disaster is the one giving the tattoo.
Exactly. So it is a
But if
new
they're
situation that is
either,
unknown right
so
now.
there's only two ways it could go. Either it's stuck in limbo or it goes to the other condition within the tattoo, which is the last person you think of.
That may be the case.
Let's see. When you die, you kill against the mark. If you died of natural causes, the mark goes to the last person you thought of. So, assuming that it can't go back to the originator,
That means we will
then
have to visit the hometowns of the 12 members of the new 12 then. he gives a nod. He looks at Heelblade.
Shit.
Heelblade
Oh
immediately
no!
nods, and
I shouldn't have said that.
and Heelblade walks out of the room, closing the door behind him.
Next
Woo!
point. Gift of gap, let's go.
No one has that.
Modify memory, let's go.
Well, you have to modify the memory of 5 people in the room right now.
Oh my god, they just slipped up big time. We were supposed to do that.
I did a lot too. Why is it just me?
It's a race
That's why you
now.
should pause. That's why you
Oh
should pause
no!
every moment.
uh,
Yeah. Wait, can we pay point and see? I didn't see it.
you can add information, sure, but you can't change the existing narrative.
Okay,
Oh.
fine.
Can we add that we wanted to do the investigation? Ooh.
We can.
You could.
Yeah.
I mean, we were planning on going there to investigate
Investigate
after
as well.
this.
Well, like, I mean, you can say that, but it won't. It will change the future. It won't change what had happens. I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So that's what we'll say. We'll say like
Yes.
we were planning to go there after this
To investigate, yeah.
to investigate.
The
So we
Emperor
could go
agrees.
together.
In that case, he will tell. He will tell Hilve to scout around first, see if he can find basic information, and afterwards, you can join him in the investigation and see what you can find.
Makes it harder for us to conspire against the Emperor.
But that's the point.
The Emperor kind of looks around at you guys and asks, "Is there anything else you wish to bring up?"
Well, there is one
Or
more thing. Wait. Should we tell them about the disaster that is? Did we tell them about the disaster's connection with Leaf? Leaf?
Oh, we did not yet.
Should we
yeah,
tell them about that?
Yeah, let's tell them that. I mean, it's all cards on table now. I feel like. I
That's on the
mean,
table.
so
There is one more thing. When we defeated Magnus Titanica, we stumbled upon this information that the disasters that are roaming home are actually Leaf's not
companions.
as companions, yeah. Companions. Leaf that is the Leaf from the 12.
he looks at Rico. Rico kind of just looks really focused right now. Wallbreaker is kind of like trying to focus who are Leaf's companion. And the
It's
Emperor
So
asks
I'm gonna
if
list down the
he's
ones that we know, right?
yeah.
we know everything.
Yeah.
They have 6 companions, and there are 6
Correct.
disasters that are
Yeah.
ramping, and
Correct.
everything matches.
So the Magnus Titanica is the golem, right? Is it?
Yeah.
You can look at the theories
Theories
chat.
chat.
I pinned everything.
You've seen everything.
So
Let's
yeah,
go.
Magnus Titanica is the giant golem.
Okay.
And then sorry, yeah, golem. Then the 8-legged tortoise is the tortoise, obviously. The Faustabismo is the octopus. Ariuridon was the dryad. Giant Eye Angel was the fire elemental. And the Mind Effer is the Hydra.
Mind effort.
They all, yeah, that's what we have turned. No one remembers it. So, and they all possess from like six different stats, which kind of resembles what they can do, kind of thing. At the very least, what we think or what we already know is the golem gives intelligence, the hydra gives charisma. What, should we not tell that? Take it back.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, yeah. So the one that I mean, I just want to ask so that we can fill in the blanks. The one in Shimon is, we assume
Strength.
strength.
He recalls for a bit and denies,
Oh,
and answers that it is actually Constitution.
Oh, okay.
oh, we were wrong. Okay.
Then the giant eye angel is strength then. Is it? No, don't know.
I don't think so.
Or
We
maybe
won't
Phantom
know.
Bismo is strength because
No, but we think it's dexterity. That's the thing.
when the thing looks
Okay.
He
kinda strong.
thanks you
So
for this additional information. He did
wait,
not
wait, wait,
know
wait,
that this is the case. Yeah.
wait, 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 wait. More like I just want to update my notes and then I'm gonna continue.
Okay, okay, all
Wait,
right, go
so
ahead.
so it's not strength. It was what was it?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Constitution. Okay. Uh. Okay. So the other one that they do know, there's not much left. Just this one, right?
That's the
The
only one.
Cypher one was lost, so
Yeah,
there's no way to know
lost.
right now.
But there's Bismo and the Giant
Lost.
Eye Angel still available.
Yeah. So we don't know Faust Abysmal. We don't. So there is. Okay, let me just save. Oh, it did not come out.
So furthermore, what we do know about the disaster, they seem to be in hiding somewhere. For example, the mine effort that we found in Atileru, there was this runes, there was this powerful runes that was meant to entrap the mine emperor somewhere. Then the rune was broken. That is what released the mine emperor. And we literally saw the giant eye angel, the one that is in Honohea, materialize out of a portal
Out
from
of the plane of fire.
plane of fire.
He
We
went
saw its
from
inception, I suppose.
he nods and nods and nods during the whole explanation, and he is amazed at the amount of information that you guys have.
And has been holding back.
He thanks you
And
for the information again and thanks you for being candid and,
Yeah,
explaining
and
all this
and this
information.
is this unit's inference or theory about this thing, um, coupled by the events that are happening throughout home, particularly regarding there are some groups out there that are smuggling uh the fallen
fallen.
out of home. Yeah, perhaps all of this might might be able might be what do you call that, connected to the battle that the 12 had in the past.
It the emperor kind of like agrees that is entirely possible, which is why he is sending an expedition to Olholm, led by the Chroma Revenge, to look at the
No.
final battlefield
Wait,
where
Chroma Revenge went there, so we have to go
Oh
there
my
to visit.
god.
Oh shit!
Is that a good idea? That's so hard.
it is. He understands that it is difficult. He has provided them with enough materials and potions to hopefully carry them through the arduous rules of Olholm. But it is
It's like
something that is
one
necessary
week is
for us to
long
do.
rest, right?
Yeah, 1 week to long
Oh
rest.
my god.
Progress will be slow. So once they leave, probably they will stay there for quite a large amount of time. If you are interested, we could. The emperor say that he could arrange it for you guys to join it as well.
No, 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 no. I'm not going where magic is hard.
Well, perhaps later on, because we did promise the people of Dagatiko that we take care of Otabismo first.
He gives you a nod, understandable. In that case, he will put you in for when the assault is to happen. The next time Pausta Bismo appears, he will call upon a couple of adventurers that is currently in the city right now to place markers so that we can deliver the final blow on this giant creature.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. And let's make sure we take the final blow. That last part is not for the emperor to hear.
Sorry, let me sure you take what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Think
Nothing.
what?
The,
This is the
the
GM, not
ones
the
who
Emperor.
need
Don't
it to
worry.
heal
The final blow.
the so we can get the
Oh, okay, okay,
tattoo.
okay, 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 okay.
Yes, we have inserted ourselves. Let's go.
But yeah, so if you guys are interested, you will have to stand by within the city so that when the weapon
Oh.
is teleported to the location, he will be able to attack. Then again, he is not forcing you to join this. It is up to you whether you want to join Heelblade, join the Chroma Revenge, or join the Emperor to do all these various things. It is
Wait,
up
what's
to you.
what's Hillblade doing?
Interviewing the new 12 old
Yeah, it is
members.
12.
Oh, we have to work with him. Oh my god.
Your choice. You want to work with him, or you want to work with Rikul and tending to Sembo.
Oh, I don't want to fight him. Oh my god.
And I'm beating back.
uh,
World Breaker will be doing diplomatic mission to Mak.
different. Oh, okay. Oh wow, wow. We could follow each of the 12.
Ooh.
Your choice. And Sucher will be in his room sleeping. Sorry, hibernating.
We can follow that, right?
Follow into dreamland.
So yeah, all are available
Oh
options.
my god.
Ooh.
And Artyom's thing.
And oh, that one will you can definitely be done, assuming you agree and decide on which you wish to pass to him. In that case, then he can arrange it to happen.
Or we could do our own clandestine operations.
That is certainly allowed as well.
I mean, at this point, I'm more inclined to just follow the Empire. He
When
looks
have you
like
not been?
he
from
has things
from day
figured out,
one.
you guys.
Okay,
Like, if
off
not, we had
character
to
wise.
figure
Okay,
things
okay. Off
Out of
character
out.
wise
character,
is
out of
this.
character.
Out of character
Uh-huh.
wise. I think you guys don't pick up what the Emperor is saying. They are saying that we have a mobile siege platform that can be teleported anywhere in home that can be used to destroy Fatal Bismo, a
Uh-huh.
city-eating creature. What do you think if we did? Let's go to protocol with this thing. Yeah,
Yeah, but
you wanna agree with
they're
me, or
not
do you wanna see
going
your city
to.
get destroyed?
I think you're just assuming you're just waiting for
Oh
the
no,
other shoe to drop.
power corrupts sickness.
Well, he has had
if
power
you
for a
have
long
if you have a
time.
floating huge siege weapon that could destroy something that huge easily, someone is gonna misuse it.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah. So that is what the emperor said. He has that thing. He just needs power to operate the thing. So he doesn't have all the ingredients, and I'm not about to give him all of it.
Well, the other two is on me, though.
So that is why I said I don't trust the emperor as much.
Oh,
I will
I'm.
I will go as far as to say that Aina is a DM plant, trying to get us to agree with the emperor,
No.
with the empire. From the get go, she's like, he's so handsome, he's so clean, he's so great. She wants us to
No.
side with him. We must
Aina
resist
is
her.
clouded. Aina is clouded.
Yeah, more so because okay, I'll be honest. Knowing Rain, he likes the idea of like and indebting yourself to
An
like
organization,
an
yes, yes, yes.
authority or an
Like,
organization, and
like
I think that's what he's trying to get us to do. And sometimes it's okay because I remember in the first campaign, I mean Masca, if Farid remembers, is
Miska,
Yes.
quite
Miska.
good. So I'm just thinking that's probably it. and and
I,
like he has
I
also said he has a lot of people around him to keep him in check.
Well, I mean, okay, let's say, oh, he's
And
good. Yeah, he is good. He's really good. He used that weapon to take out, what do you call that? Fortavismo. Yeah, happy ending. And then the next day, we're going to meet Emperor. What? He's dead?
Da da da.
And who controls that weapon now?
uh, Well, number level 20 and above, so
I mean, he is still the emperor. Someone that can kill the emperor is a huge threat, right?
yeah. So
And
adventure.
coupled with the
But
weapon that can be teleported anywhere in home, it makes it even huger threat, even bigger threat.
but also because I am tired of all this like, I mean, it's like he has it all figured out. We don't have to think so much about doing things from scratch. It's like, I mean, we're on the same path. It's
Don't
just
listen to her.
it's there.
Visualize a
It's there.
snake. Visualize a snake, Farid.
Yeah.
Oh my
This is
god.
amazing.
What do
Empire's
you
help is the apple.
I mean, I don't want to fight. What is the alternative? Fight this emperor
Yes.
when he has been nothing but good, and then something else is gonna fill in that power.
Yeah, us.
And we are like the most corrupt people ever.
Nah, we're good. We have good
Very
intentions.
good. I mean, you have J5 to keep you in check.
Yeah, J5
it-
is 10 wisdom.
If the emperor had people to keep him in check for how many years now, who's to say those people aren't corrupt? You know what I
What's his-
mean?
I mean, then no one should be in that power if you're saying that.
Yeah, no one should be.
No one should be in that power. Yeah.
No one person should be in the position of that
That's
power.
the idea. That's the
Yeah.
argument.
You should spread it out.
Yeah, like an empire, Kinda. Actually, not quite. Actually, the exact opposite of an empire, one would say.
Yeah.
Now that
bunch
I
of
think
city
about it for
states.
more than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's simple fact of life. We can't trust them.
Remember what the 12, entrusted to us. We need to, what do you call that? Get home working together. Not, just one person doing everything. Right now, the emperor is trying to do everything all by himself.
He's asking us.
Yeah, because he's asking us to collect all the things for him.
But it's so easy to go with him.
I mean, you
He has all the
know what
things
to do
already.
easily. So, I mean, look at the emperor. Hey, Karit and Farid. Hey, this is your character's wants and needs all in the silver platter. Would you take it? Do you want it? Your character arcs will be complete.
Yeah.
And you want to take that?
It's all my wants and needs on a single platter. If he wants to make me his bitch, I don't care.
What's your IRL wisdom modifier?
Maybe 10. I know if Kane was here, he would be on your side. So I'm gonna be 3-1 anyway.
I think it's just because Aina has looked into Rain's dreamy eyes, and when the Emperor speaks, she sees him. She can't help herself.
It's just me with long blonde hair. Is that what you see, Aida?
No.
He has a goatee like me.
Stop.
Oh no, he made the emperor in his image.
Just blonde.
I just don't. I don't want to kill him. Okay, I don't
No,
want to
we
kill
don't
him.
don't
have
have
to
to
kill him. Okay,
kill
okay.
him.
Here's the thing. I think the emperor is good. Yeah, that is good. But his solutions to things are not that great. So we don't have to kill him. We just have to keep him in check.
I think
It's
we have to
Okay.
find out what or who he is. You know what I mean? Because the whole amnesiac plot,
Sus.
that's something. That's something we need to figure out before we move forward.
Oh, like from the start, he just like, oh, suddenly he's in a gladiator thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fifth quest. Just go off
Like
on your own, go to the deserts and see what's up.
I've played
Is it?
Desert?
Yeah, Sansa Colin,
Oh right, where he right, right.
where he
Where he
wakes up.
became, yeah, where he started.
Yeah.
So allow me to compare Warcraft lore for a second. But the King of Stormwind at one point got split into two by magic.
Uh,
One was his like soft, caring side that was easily manipulatable. The other one was like his fierce warrior determination spirit. And that fierce warrior determination ended up in a desert fighting as a gladiator in an arena. I'm not joking.
Oh my
Meaning
god.
he might have that other half somewhere,
They,
not
oh my
knowing
god,
itself.
they found out my reference.
It's like, shit.
I will neither
Shredding
comment
files,
nor
deleting.
deny. I'll F4, close everything.
Found it, just closes, server disappeared.
Well, that's the end of campaign 2, Arca the 12.
They figure it out.
I mean, that's an
And
option.
how much can we trust his voice or lack thereof?
Why is this the part like okay?
Like
I know he was
basically
just
right now
saying that
you're just
he's
sitting on the table in silence, staring at each other, just like having this mind battle,
Mental
eye gestures
conversation.
and everything. All the other four people just staring at you, see what you're planning to do.
They don't get us.
The Emperor breaks the silence and mentions that he's sure that everything, this is all a lot to take in and a lot to decide for now. He suggests that you take the night and see if you are interested in either joining the assault team, providing any of your items, head off to the expedition in Olholm, up to you. He's not forcing you to do anything, but he is definitely asking you for those items so that he can figure out what do those items mean.
But after that's kind of, I mean, after the whole thing, after we have done this, would you dismantle it? The weapon,
The weapon?
the mobile siege weapon. Would you dismantle it?
At the moment, he has no intentions to. Why do you worry? He asks.
It's such a big power to have, I suppose. I mean,
It is an understandable worry. But
for one nation to have.
like how we have refrained from taking countries via force, he hopes you understand that this is not a power that he takes lightly, but it is a sword, it is a sword that he'd like to have in case he needs to draw it, like right now. For now, he stands up, pushes the chair behind. He has to ask for leave. He looks at Woolbreaker, gives him a nod. Look at Rick will give him a nod. Perhaps we can see each other tomorrow or the day after. You can decide on what you want to do. He will be in the city. He won't be going anywhere. He turns and heads off. leaving you guys alone. Sucha almost immediately stands up and walks out of the room as well. Willbreaker and Requel looks at you guys. You've been hiding a lot from us. That's fair.
Mm.
Understandable. But we hope you have a nice day. If you need anything, let us know.
Wait. Whoa. What was that? Insight.
Huh?
Insight.
Inside what?
I mean, you have been hiding a lot from us, but understandable. Just that whole thing.
Go ahead, insight.
I can do it with advantage. Really?
You you get that the understandable part is genuine. As in, like, they both have been in situations where they need to hide stuff because they're unsure about the other party. You figured that's at least the case, which is why they're not mad at you for hiding the information. It is understandable. Riku
Okay.
stands up. If you need anything, just let Sarah know, and she will be able to bring you anything you need. But please don't try to lose her. We like to keep tabs on people around town.
But we don't like to be watched.
That is fair, but of course,
Uh,
think of it as much suspicions you have on the Empire. We do
uh,
think of it like it's a suspicion that we have on everyone that is not on our side.
okay.
Thank you for understanding. Have a nice day. And again, let us know if you need anything, alright? She's she
Okay.
stands up, kinda like massages Wallbreaker's shoulder a little bit, and then walks off. Wallbreaker
Wait,
kinda
why did
looks
he
at you.
massage Wallbreaker's shoulder?
Like no,
Inside.
like the whole like just tap tap on the shoulder, grab it a
Why
little
did
bit, and
you
then
say
goes off.
massage as such a word?
That's what I have in
Inside.
mind, but go ahead if you want to insight.
Are they together? What are they?
What is this?
You
Uh,
Well,
know,
today the
with,
net
with,
20s are mine.
with greed gone, Ignis is complete. Oh
Nothing can
yeah,
hold
cool.
me back.
you know you get the feeling they are close. Very more so than compared to Heelblade and Suture, the two of them seems like a loner. Wallbreaker and Reiko, they work a
Work
lot
together.
together. Whether or not to ship them, you feel weird because they're both the children of the Empire, despite not being blood related.
It's not that weird. What do you mean?
But at the very least, they consider each other brother and sister. Whether or not they are more, at the moment, no, no, at the moment, no.
We'll
Ah.
never know.
Well, he says at the moment, so there might be a chance.
So, Willbreaker is the only one left in the room. He gives you once around for a bit. So, what do you guys plan to do next?
Well, perhaps find an accommodation, an inn. Do you have any suggestion?
Don't worry about that. We'll provide you a home near the entertainment district.
Ooh,
Free of charge. Spend some time to think about it. Okay? I
all
do
right,
want to
all right.
know your tattoos. Who, Ignis, you have one. You should have another one.
Oh, that is true. We
Mm,
do have
yeah,
at least two on our
And
possession.
he's pointing at, J5 Artyom, J5 Artyom.
they're both intelligent, so
I see. And I'm assuming the modifier improvement's the one that you care the most. Is that right?
yes. But also, it has a lot of other abilities.
Care to elaborate?
Wait, Empire is not here.
Just me.
What you come again? Oh, Emperor. Okay.
What
Yeah,
other
why does he
ability
sound
does it do?
sinister all of a sudden?
I do not sound sinister at all, Ignis. I'm simply
I didn't say that.
in working mode, so to speak.
I was
Mm,
You
scared.
are refusing to give those to the Emperor, which is understandable. But given that you care about its properties, meaning you just have to find something else that matches it, correct?
I mean, with the book, it was hard enough. I can't imagine anything that already exists to match it, or even to make it in within this lifetime would be borderline impossible. I feel like.
Exactly, within this lifetime. I'll figure something out. He stands up, looks
It's
at J5.
scary.
just so you know, this unit has been trying to replicate the stat boost that we get from the tattoos, and currently it takes up at least 4 attunement slots to attain, just to get on the level of the stat increase, and that is not
And
good.
that's like, yeah, one single feature of the mark.
He gives you a nod. I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
So that is why our hesitation in giving it. That is why this unit said maybe perhaps when we are done with our adventuring, you're more willing to give it.
When are you done, J5?
Only
Exactly.
the big ones.
Well, I'm sure we can figure something out. Hopefully something that will entice you. But thank you very much. Good evening.
Thank you.
He stands up and he walks out of the room as well.
That's all of our cards. We don't have any other cards left.
That's okay. Yeah.
No, you literally have three cards with you. No, yeah, three. The book and
Or
four, I guess, if you include the crown
book,
as well.
crown, two tattoos.
Yeah.
I just the expertise is so good. How could I not? Expertise. So it's just us now.
It's just you now in the room.
We should probably get to our accommodation and do that thing, J5.
Okay. That is a good idea.
Oh my god.
You
There's a
stand
lot
up
to do.
and begin making your way out. And
This is
outside,
the whole session. I just realized this whole
you
session is us
Talking with
talking
the
to.
Emperor usually takes
each
this
time.
long.
You walk outside and you see Sarah is there. All right, you guys are done finally. How was he? I heard he's very handsome.
So handsome.
He's, he has this very magnificent voice, very soothing.
Really? Oh, wish he would meet more the people more. He's a little bit of a recluse. But hey, he's doing good, right? He's a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, yeah.
And the DM noticed whenever people say that, J5 didn't answer.
Duly noted. Okay, back to your homes now. I was told you guys have a room in the entertainment district, near the administration building, so you guys can get there. Best spot in town, have a nice view over the ocean and the buildings and everything. So yeah, ready to go?
Let's go,
Let's go.
Sarah.
She brings you over out of the building, walking past
Uh,
a, yeah,
on the way, I'm gonna talk to Sarah.
yeah,
Miss Sarah,
yeah.
you're not planning to stay in the room with us, right?
No, I'll be waiting in the room next door. Don't worry about it. All
Okay.
good? Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Bring you over down through the castle, walking past several rooms and buildings. You can see a couple of people. As you walk out, you can see what do you call Willbreaker talking to a couple of people. He gives you a nod as you walk past by. You can see Rico as well, getting ready to teleport, drawing something on the floor. She notices you guys, kind of gives you a wave as well as you walk out, and
Woohoo.
begin making your way towards what do you call towards your accommodation in the in the entertainment district, where you given like the fifth floor room. So to get there, you use those similarly what do you call levitating pads, where you get stand on a platform and you start to float up all the way to the sixth floor, and you're given a nice view of the entire city forwards and also off the cliff, and then see the entire ocean. You can kind of see in the horizon the what do you call the island land masses in the distance, which you assume to be in Torum and all that. And you guys take a break and have a long rest for now. Is there anything you guys want to do before you turn in for the night?
We discovered
Fuck!
plans.
All right, so you sit around in the main room. It is similar to the room that you stayed before. They have a quite large main room. They have a almost a meeting table because it seats 8 people. And then a little bit closer to the balcony, they have a recess in the floor so that you guys can sit around in a circle with a fireplace at the center if you guys want to cook anything. Room service is provided to you as a myriad of mostly roasted meats. A couple of varieties of fruits and vegetable are provided as well. And then there is a kind of like a specialty stew, basically made in this area. Apparently, is the emperor's favorite. It's called a dragon stew.
Dragons what?
Dragon stew.
Oh,
Stew. Yeah. So,
We should probably investigate the room first for any hidey holes, listening, whatever.
all
I
right, go
mean,
ahead.
we still have the private sanctum will
yeah, yeah.
dispel
That's true.
anything.
That's true. Private sanctum is good.
Uh, do we want to investigate first or?
You can just private
I
sanctum
mean,
immediately.
or we can do both, just in case.
Oh, yeah.
We can investigate first, right?
Go ahead, investigation check, please.
Can you help me?
Sure, sure.
Damn, guys, there are other numbers lower than 30.
Not on this level.
You look around, trying to see if there are anything that is suspicious to you. Looking at the room, it seems to be ordinary enough. Um, no, yeah, the room seems ordinary enough. There doesn't seem to be any
Maybe.
tools or magical glyphs or something that's been carved in to be prepared. The room seems to be an ordinary hotel room. No sneakiness to it.
Okay. Let's go to the meeting table and all that. As we're doing that, sitting down, I guess Ignis is taking food out or anything, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go to each corner of the table, erect my uh, sensor poster on
Uh-huh.
the four corners.
Uh-huh.
And as we sit down, I'm gonna ask this thing.
All right. The moment you
It's
cast,
they have everything except for the dark part. So
all right,
if anybody were looking in, and they can
they
see
can see
through.
normal, yeah. So you
Yeah,
can
but they
s-
cannot hear. They cannot, they cannot hear.
right,
Scanning sensors cannot go in.
right.
Something like that.
So you guys grab up into the room, and as you activate the spell, the room fell silent, separating you from the world outside, allowing you to start your discussion. Go.
Okay, hold on. Let me just finish this type. There you go. That's
What?
so many choices.
What?
I put it in in Discord too. So these are all the things that Emperor offered and where we could go. I didn't include anything that we could have done um on our own. So this is just the things that it's already possible right now. So the first one is stay in Empire to be on standby for the mobile siege weapon. Then there's also go with Heelblade to interview the new 12 relatives. Go with Requel to search and subdue Senbo, the kid, the terror kid, Kid Terror. Go with Wallbreaker for diplomatic mission to Mach, which I'm personally interested in. Uh, and then offers J5 and Artyom for what they for what the backstory need.
Oh my. That is all we
So
got. Come on.
Don't forget, you can
so
also go to the desert to figure out
To the
Emperor's
Emperor.
backstory, and most importantly, go back home, Ignis.
Yeah. Go back home.
yeah.
And there's one thing that you didn't put. We could go to the old home with
Oh yeah,
Oh
all home
yeah.
expedition with
Yeah,
Chroma
correct.
Revenge.
the Chroma Revenge.
Let me do it. Let me do it. From Ignis sending home. What?
Sunday.
Like ET phone home.
Well, in this unit's opinion, perhaps we should at least have a chat with this Thaddeus Atkins person.
Okay.
This unit is quite interested in the person as well.
Simply put, in regarding to Atkins, I don't think we should take that offer. If the Empire is willing to get rid of him, just like that, it probably means they have no more use of him. What the Emperor probably found out is most likely not a recent development. He might have known all along and decided to take him in anyway. And, well, if that is the case, the fact he's willing to get rid of him means he either found something else or he simply has no more use of him.
I mean,
To
he said, "I don't need a traitor." You know, it's probably
correct.
why. And it's really to get onto your good side, but I can see that it's not
Well, finding this
working.
that lies the problem. He was the one who appointed Mr. Atkins as the head researcher of a very important research, and he's
Maybe
willing
he
to
doesn't know everything. Maybe he didn't. He said he only
while
figured that out recently.
yes,
Is what he said.
while it is true that he might not know everything, but being willing to give up the life of someone that is heading the uh one of the more important researches that they are doing.
I didn't think he said give up the life. He just said give up the position, not kill him.
It was implied that he's willing to let Van Artyom
Wait, was it? Is that true, DM? I have a passive insight of a lot.
Sorry, can you
Was
repeat the question?
The Emperor implied that Artyom can exact his revenge on Thaddeus, right? Meaning
Uh,
kill Thaddeus if he wants
I
to.
thought it was just removing him from his position. That's all. That was his offer, right?
uh, yes. Like
So
it's too. Let me elaborate. The idea was to let Artyom to have a meeting with what do you call it, Thaddeus. He never really implicated that he will allow Artyom to kill him or anything like that. But this person had wrong Artyom. Perhaps a discussion in order to right the wrongs. That's the vibe that you got from him, Ignis.
yeah, see? I speak through the voice of God.
Please, do you believe that in the time we have traveled together, or in the time you have been adventuring, has anything ever come to you just because you asked without any scratch the back of his head, without needing something in return? It's never just that, right?
Yeah,
So I fundamentally don't think we should trust him.
but all of the other things that we do, we need to give something in return.
Correct,
It,
but usually we know what we are giving.
okay, I mean, we could take this offer and, I mean, give something else instead, but I don't know what.
The territory is simply too uncharted to know what we would or would not be giving, or what we could give in return. But my point stands, and my revenge for what Atkins has done is secondary to my main goal. I wish to reclaim those blueprints and finish the research. And, well, like I said, if the possibility to kill him comes along, I will happily take it. But research is first and foremost. If they get rid of him, they may take the research, they may redact parts of it. There is no telling. I believe we should do it under their noses. At the very least, claim the research under their noses.
Okay. I guess I'm a little scared of like doing things under their noses. They just they're very powerful. I mean, we are too, but this is like on another level, you know?
I agree.
So, and
Hence, that is why this unit is suggesting that we at least have a conversation with this Mr. Thaddeus without the involvement of the children of the Emperor.
so we
Not
seek him
everything.
out ourselves,
Yes.
do everything the hard way.
The fun way.
It's
The
not
the normal way
fun.
of finding this. Not everything has to be given on a silver platter by the Emperor. We didn't made it this far without the help of the. I mean,
Yeah,
not without the the help of the Emperor every step of our journey.
yeah, but it wasn't an easy journey. It's gonna be another long and tedious one.
Well, it is true, but that is what being an adventurer is about. Right.
I guess I just at this point I kind of just want to get this over with so I can go and live a life of,
I
you
don't
know.
mean to offend you, so I will not respond to that.
Okay. We've been traveling a lot, J5. I guess I'm sorry that I feel like I feel like wanting to take the easy way out here. I can see the concerns that he is a very powerful man, and I don't we don't know what, like, you know, a lot of things can go wrong when people have that kind of power. But it's also very easy. If the emperor offered, hey, here's a chance to talk to your mom and let your mom be back where she wants to be and put my family back together, I would probably take it, I suppose. Of course, I mean, like you, I'd be like, okay, what's the catch, you know? So, I, the Thaddeus one, I think it's fine. I can still scry on him if I want to. That we can figure that out, where to go and all.
Let me try scry on him.
Well, not now. I can't scry in this part.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's fair. So,
But what about the other ones? You know, like we are only four people. We don't have the resources to deal with everything, right?
Given enough time, we have always been able to come out on top. Do you
Yeah,
not think so?
but everything is happening all at once. We can't dip our toes into everything and then just
Well, for the
leave without
fact
it
of
being
this one,
solved.
this unit does not think that they're going to be able to find a solution for it for a very long while. First of all, because they admit it themselves that they don't have the required power source to operate their weaponry. And also, there is that issue that they don't control when Phantomismo is going to attack.
Yeah.
And I think we should trust the Chroma Revenge to be able to handle things over at Old Home.
Yeah, I mean, even if they can't, I don't want to go there. That's too hard for me, man. I'm a full spellcaster. If I need to sleep for a week to recharge everything, that's crazy.
Hmm.
which leaves the diplomatic mission to Mach. Go with Recoil or go with Keyblade.
Or go to the desert,
Or
or
go to
go
the
to
desert, or go to
Honohea.
Honohea, yes.
I mean, I feel like my home is like the least of our worries right now, maybe. If we want to figure out whether it's just, I guess, I mean, I am tired of being suspicious, I suppose. And I don't like that they're also hurt. I mean, I would be very hurt if like people were suspicious of me despite doing everything that I can to tell them that, hey, I am good, I am fine, just trust me. You know what I mean? That's where my thing comes from.
Well, might this unit remind you, Phoenix, is that one of the people that is working within the Empire essentially detonated a bomb and killed a huge amount of people just to
Are you sure
ensure
that
that.
it's someone from the Empire, though? It's just from that dossier that we don't even know where it's from. For all we know, it could be fake.
I don't know, friend Altium, can you explain where did you come into contact with this dossier that you?
GM.
If I recall, this dossier you were able to take when you were following the trail of Thaddeus and Cicero.
Mhm.
It's if I recall, it's within one of their accommodations, if I recall correctly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And I've investigated the hideout following the trail of Atkins, and, well, among countless worthless items, I have found the dossier.
Uh, if that hideout is Teddy's Atkins hideout, then would it mean that it is the Emperor's hideout as well? The Empire's funded hideout?
Not necessarily at the time, and as they did have to travel a lengthy distance before they could be seen by the Emperor. So chances are this was before their interaction, their agreement.
So, what
Mhm.
do you plan to do next? Or, since it's already 12, this is a good place for us to stop for now, as the party figure out to how to reduce their options that they have right now. And then we'll see if they can give me something within the week so that I can plan for next week's sessions. So yeah, with that, we're gonna end our session here for now. Thank you very much for listening and watching, guys. We're gonna stop here for now, and we'll see you guys next week for more Paragon Loss and Arcana 12. Bye bye.
I